Hi guys, welcome back to another Watchalong. Today it's going to be Manchester City against Chelsea in the Premier League. Obviously, there's a little bit of stuff at stake today, if I say so myself. There's the Premier League title that Man City can win if they win today. Also for Chelsea, there's a top four race, which is heating up a little bit. So yeah, we both kind of need to win. So yeah, it should be an interesting game. There's very interesting lineups. Going to be joined by Ryan shortly, but there's interesting lineups today, especially from Man City. Not so much Chelsea. I think I expected a kind of different lineup from Man City, simply because I know with Pep, he's not going to give too much away. For starters. Secondly, he's going to try something different to see what works. And I can see him starting a completely different kind of lineup in this Champions League final. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. If you're new here, guys, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. And yeah, any comments you want, I will read out shortly. I'll just get into the Man City lineup. I think we're matching Chelsea. We're going to play 3 at the back with 2 wing backs. So essentially 5 at the back. Ederson's going to be in net. This is the first time Ederson would have played Chelsea this season. Both other times it's been Stefan. So yeah, Ederson's first game against Chelsea today. Then at the back, we've got a back 3 of, I'm assuming, by the way, it could be anything knowing Pep. Diaz could be up front for all we know. But it looks like it's Diaz and Laporte and Aki at the back as the back 3. Mendy and Cancelo on the wings as a wing back. Then it's Rodri in the middle as our DM. Then it's 4 attackers in Torres, Sterling, Aguero, and Gabby. I am not entirely sure which way this is going to go. My prediction is that Gabby goes out on the left, Sterling goes out on the right, Aguero and Torres, either or, one in front of the other. So I don't know if Aguero is going to be the 10 or whether Ferran Torres is going to be the 10 in that sort of lineup. I don't know, but it could be anything. It could be Sterling behind Aguero. It could be Gabby behind Torres. I don't know. Like, this is Pep. The only one that I would say is probably definitely going to be in the middle is Aguero. The others could be anywhere, on the left, on the right, behind him. I don't really know. So we will have to see when the game kicks off which way that's going to go. Chelsea, on the other hand, let me just get Chelsea's lineup ready. Big up to Ryan in the building. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Oh wait, I
just
forgot. I was gonna.
I can't hear you. You're on mute.
I'll just be a couple of minutes. I just need to do something.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, we have for Chelsea. Can't even see the lineup yet. Okay, so they have Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, James, Kante, Gilmore, Alonso, Ziyech, Werner, and Pulisic. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a weird lineup for Man City. I can't deny that. He has done it once before in a game against, I cannot remember the team right now, but we won, which scares me because then he tries it again. Hopefully it works. If it does work, it gives us an interesting element going into the final, because I do think Pep likes to be unpredictable. I think part of the reason why we beat Chelsea the first time we played Chelsea is they didn't know what City were going to do. We surprised them. We had De Bruyne as a false 9. And yeah, ultimately the game was very much in Man City's favour. I know it's a different manager, not denying that, but it was a completely different kind of system to what I think Chelsea were expecting, with your sort of Gabby up front or your Aguero up front. And it worked. So that's probably why Pep's tried to change it up. Also, we have a final. He needs 2 sort of things that he knows are going to work. We know with a false 9, Man City have been very successful this season. I believe, I don't know if this is true, but I believe we've only lost one game. Sorry, we've only drawn one game and we've won the rest where we have played a false nine. So it has been very effective for Man City. The odd time when he's brought in a Gabby or he's brought in an Aguero, that's where the results, not so much Aguero, more Gabby, but that's where the results have kind of been less in our favour. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I can't tell you the result. I can never tell you the result between Man City and Chelsea. Someone was sending me the previous fixtures this morning between Chelsea, and when I was saying last night on Geldem versus Mandem, check that out if you haven't already. When I was saying you can't predict a result between Chelsea, this is why. This has been our previous results with Chelsea. It's been interesting. So from sort of 2017, we beat them 1-0 twice. Then they beat us 2-0. Then we beat them 6-0. Then we beat them 1-0. Then they beat us 2-0. Sorry. This is not the right thing. Sorry. It's the same one. So we beat them 1-0 twice. Then they beat us 2-0. Then we beat them 6-0. Then we beat them 4-3 on pens. Then we beat them 2-1. Then they beat us 2-1. And then we beat them 3-1. And then they beat us 1-0. So it's very back and forth. It's not one of them games that you're like, oh yeah, we always beat Chelsea 2-0. Like it's not really like that. It's kind of either sort of 2-0 to them, 2-0 to us, 2-1 to us, 2-1 to them, 1-0 either way, 3-0, or it's like very occasionally it's like a bigger score. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're going to have to see what happens. It's a very risky situation to change how you play in a big game like this. I know a lot of Chelsea fans are saying Man City have to win this. We don't have to win this. We currently need 2 points, and we have Newcastle, Brighton, and Everton to get 2 points off. So, and that's if Man United go and win all their games. So, I don't know. I don't think we need to win it. I think I would like to win it because we're at home and the league is at stake. But yeah, if we don't win, it's not the end of the world. I think a few Chelsea fans are saying they'd rather let this one slide because they don't think that Pep will lose 3 times to Tuchel in a row, which I also think is very unlikely as well. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Man City are at home. They've got these players shouldn't need a team talk for this game. If you win today, you win the league. If you don't win today, you don't win the league. Pep shouldn't even need to say anything. Pep should just say, right, see you guys at 90 minutes. That's literally what he should be able to say. I'm going to get the game up now, but I think my game
started. The game's I'm on 1:15, 1 minute 15. I'll rewind it if you want. Like, depends what time.
Yeah, let me tell you what time. Let me tell you what time I'm on because this is just slow. I think the internet in here is bad too. And, it's not going to be. Mine's going to be behind. You say. Let me see what it's on. Do you know what? There's been a few times where I've turned my game on late and missed a goal, like Aston Villa, Arsenal. Like there's so many games where. Man United, there was a penalty before I even watched it. Like, oh, mad.
Yeah. I thought I'd wear my shirt today because it's probably could be our last day as Premier League champions. Even though this is the last season shirt after we won the Champions League. So, because my Premier League shirt's in the wash in it, so I couldn't wear that.
Now it's going to delay my game even more. Oh, Lord. Mine's going to be well behind. Oh, Lord. 1 minute. Let me go back.
Yeah.
My game is going to be so far behind. It's not even funny. I'll tell you what it's on now. Oh, God. It's fuzzy. What is going on? Like, this internet is crap. This is why I need to be at the games because this watching it online is just dead. Like, at least if it's an away game, it's just once every other week. You might have to watch your team. You're probably going to go to 1 or 2 of these away games anyway. So it might be like 1 in every 4 that you have to watch on TV. But this, constantly watching City on TV. So I'm on 1:37, so mine's really far behind.
I'll rewind. I'm a minute ahead, so I'll just rewind it.
Yeah, but then people in the comments, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the comments now, and then I'm going to turn the comments off so I can't see it, and then I don't really want to thingy.
Yo, did you see Spurs today?
I didn't watch any of the games. I saw little bits of Spurs because I did put it on, but then I only pretty much caught the offside goal. I didn't catch much.
That was an offside.
Yeah, that's about all I caught, to be honest.
Yeah.
Didn't see any goals, didn't see anything really. Ravi, it's funny though, because when we lost to Leeds, everyone was like, you lost to Leeds, but the way Leeds play, it's one of them where you either batter them or you get beat.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not that sort
of yeah, like they gave us 2 really hard games this season. Obviously, the opening day of the season at Anfield, we only just beat them 4-3, and that was with like Van Dijk and everyone as well. And obviously, a few weeks ago, we drew 1-1. So like, they're a really tough team to play.
Yeah. So he's playing Aguero in the middle. It looks like Ferran Torres on one side.
Gabby's playing just off him,
and Gabby behind. Interesting. I suppose it makes sense though, because if you play Gabby behind Aguero, they can both kind of push up if they need to. It does, the way that Chelsea play, it does make sense what Pep's done today. It does. I don't know if it's easy to pull it off. I think Chelsea are very well drilled in the way that they play. Man City are not used to this way of playing. I think we've only ever played a back 5 once, and we did win, but it wasn't against great opposition. So it is going to be one.
He's in. He's
He's
missed it.
Why has he blasted it like that? He's normally popular. What the hell? I think he got a bit excited.
I see you playing 3 at the back.
Yeah, I'm assuming from what the lineup was that we've got a back 3 of Diaz, Laporte, and Aki.
Yeah.
And then we've got Mendy and Cancelo as wing backs. That I would assume is happening. And then obviously Rodri in front. And then we've kind of got 4 attacking players on that have all played as a striker this season. So it's really strange. But it makes sense to have Mendy and Cancelo on the wings, and then these players sort of can crowd in the middle. And, it like last time we were scoring against Chelsea because they just literally put everyone behind the ball, and it's impossible to break down the way that Man City play. So he's changed it to see. My only worry is if this works really successfully and we win big. If we won like 3-0, that Champions League final is going to be a dodgy-ass lineup.
Yeah.
That's the only concern. Whereas if we get beat today, Pep will go back to what he knows. That's the only thing. We'll see what happens. But what I was saying before you came on is it's good to kind of have more than one option. So if this does work today, we have beaten Chelsea. I know it's a different manager in the 3-1, but we have beaten Chelsea with a false 9, and we have beaten them if we win today with this kind of formation. So it does give him options if the final starts off badly. So if we start off the final and it completely doesn't look right, he can change it to a back 5 and, try and win it that way. So that's one good thing. But yeah, it's interesting because we don't normally play like this. And it's going to be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens. I think the thing is he probably maybe shouldn't have taken too many risks, but at the same time, if we have to lose one game this season, this one's probably
there's a weird part of me there's a part of me that thinks if you were to lose this game, you'll defo win the final, because it's like I can't see you losing 3 in a row in such quick succession to Chelsea and Tuchel. So I actually think
it's not happened. That's what someone was saying. It's not happened, but we don't normally lose more than 2 in a row to Chelsea.
I remember in the 17-18 season, Klopp beat Pep 3 times in like a row, I think.
Yeah.
I remember that, but it doesn't happen often.
It doesn't happen, because Ollie's beaten Pep a few times, and everyone always said, you beat him, and then when we were in that semi-final, Aki should have done better there. When we were in that semi-final, against Man United, everyone was like, oh, Pep's going to lose because, you know, he never beat Ollie, and then Pep just went and beat him easily when he needed to. So I don't really underestimate Pep like that. Like, I expect him to be up for a Champions League final. I don't think any sort of record is relevant. I do believe what you say in terms of, I don't think, and Chelsea fans are saying the same thing, they can't see Tuchel beating Pep 3 times. That being said, I honestly don't. We could win 20-0 today and then lose the final.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like, Chelsea could beat us 6-0 today and then lose the final. So it's just, it's one of them.
It's like when was it last season where Ollie beat Lampard 3 times in a row, and then it came to this 4th time, and I think Lampard beat him. I think it was the FA Cup semi-final. Like, so it's very rare that a manager loses the manager like that 3 times in quick succession. No, I mean, like, but like, I just feel if Chelsea were to win today,
it's not that many games, is it? It's not like 3 games across the whole season. So he beat us in November, and then he beat us at Christmas, and then he's going to beat us in May. It literally would be within, what, 2 months? A month and a bit? A month and a half? He would have beaten us.
Yeah. Probably less than 2 months. We only did like the FA Cup watch-along about 2-3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks? 2-3 weeks ago? I'm not sure.
It was.
So it wasn't long.
I can't remember. Yeah, it wasn't long. It wasn't long. So it'd be just about maybe 2 months by the whole end of the Champions League final, because it's 29th. But it's been. I don't think so. I just don't think that anything that final is going to go down to who turns up on the night, who is clinical at the night on the night, who makes the most mistakes, who makes the least mistakes, who defends the best, which goalkeeper's on the ball. Just all of this is just going to go into it, because we could absolutely batter them. Mendy has the night of his life, saves everything, and Edison has a shocker, and Chelsea win 3-0. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen until the night. And, you know, we've seen finals where Man City have been great and they've won 6-0. We've seen other ones where, you know, we've dominated the game, but it's gone to penalties. Or, you know, the game's been pretty equal and then we've won it at the end. Like, there's all different kinds of things in finals. I don't really take, even the first half, like, you can look at a first half of the Champions League and Liverpool got absolutely outplayed. They're 3-0 down. The second half, you came back and won it. So, with City and Chelsea, it's one of them. I don't think you can.
Yeah, AC Milan. Because obviously I was only 5 when that game happened, so obviously I didn't watch it. But I've got a DVD. My dad's got a DVD of that game and that full match and the road to Istanbul. So I've watched that before, and the full game, like, they battered us. Literally, even in the second half, they battered us. We just had 6 minutes where we came from 3-0 down, and it was just our day, essentially. Like, everything was just. Sometimes it's just your day. Sometimes you just can't explain it. It's just kind of meant to you sometimes. And that's kind of.
I said that in the first leg in the semi-final against Chelsea. I was saying the way Man City were playing, like, we've had a few games this season where we could play all night and not score. Yeah. Like, I honestly believe that if we played for another 2 hours, we wouldn't get a goal. There's been games like that this season where it's been telling of, like, oh God, City don't look like they're going to score here, and you can just see it. And there's been other games where, you know, that's not been the case, and we've, you know, scored in the first 10 minutes and it's been fine. But some games, it's just like that Chelsea semi-final, that could have gone on all night. We wouldn't have scored in that game.
Sometimes you can tell when it's just not your day, essentially. Like,
I think the final will be like that. I think it'll just be one of them. Whoever turns up, I expect both sets to turn up because these players really want to win it. But at the same time, it just depends. All it takes is one bad performance, and, you know, you're out. It's like Sterling. Sterling played really well against Leon, and then he missed that open net, and all anyone remembers is the open net. He had a really good game. He got the assist.
I remember he got assisted the goal. I remember he had a good game.
He had a really good game, but because he's one of our best Champions League players. Like, out of Man City, I think he's second for our most successful players in the Champions League. So he does well for us, but everyone remembers that miss because that miss is seen
that's a
as
stupid
more.
free kick to give away.
I know, right
Got
where they
booked
went
for it as well.
Yeah, no, you should. But I'm going to get through some of the comments and then we'll obviously see
Turn
what
the
happens
comments off.
with this. More slightly in front of mine, I think, but it's all right.
Yeah, slightly, a few seconds, I think. Oh, that wasn't a great tackle, you know.
Yeah, no, that's dirty. He's terrible at the moment, though. Sterling, bless his heart. Oh, yeah, he went for the ball, but he just didn't get there. Gang visitors joke's going to be flying on the stream today. Anyone seen expressions watch along for the Leeds game? One constantly punching his chair. Man was defo done out here with Spurs. You know what? His watch-alongs are the best watch-alongs on YouTube.
They're hilarious. They're so funny.
I just fast forward to when the goals are scored.
When the goals, yeah. The funniest was when the funniest one I've seen of him was when. Do you remember when West Ham came from 3-0 down earlier on the season at Tottenham when Lanzini scored that last-minute goal? That was I haven't seen funny. Oh, it was too funny that. I was crying, honestly. It was so funny.
What game was it? Because me and Flawless watched one. And I can't remember what game it was, but it was hilarious. I think it was the 3-0 when we beat them 3-0.
Oh,
I think.
Right.
3-0? When Gundogan scored 2 or whatever. That game, I was watching that and that was funny. He was like, he's proper a joker. Like,
he's so funny.
Man City's wall just completely. There's Aguero in the wall. He's so funny. Smash the likes and subscribe to the thing. Touch a button like Vibes Cartel. Yeah, make sure you do that. Aki was so short. How tall is Aki?
I don't think he's that tall. No.
He can't be. He's small. Jan, no treble. We're the only team in the Prem that can win a treble. So less of that. Mezu says, weird lineup for City. Yeah, very strange. But I think Pep's trying to keep his cards close to his chest. So, yeah, we'll see. I think with Chelsea, we do know what they're going to do. Unless he changes it for the final, which would be very risky from a Chelsea point of view. I think we know what we're going to play against. I'm not so sure Chelsea will know what they're going to come up against in that final.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're not going to know till the night. Till Pep, because City fans don't know. And I watch City every week, so Chelsea definitely aren't going to know. It makes it harder for them to prepare. Because they'll be thinking, are they going to go with the back five? Are they going to go with the false nine? Are they going to go with a traditional sort of lineup like a 4-4-2 or a 4-5-1 or something like that? Like they don't really know until the night, which will be interesting. Ryan says, "Big up Jan. It's going to be an interesting game, for sure." Ryan, you said, "Big up my beautiful flower. Big up to you." Marlon said, "Yo, Jan, big up to you." Good to see Jan with the Whoopi Goldberg hair. It's not actually dreads, it's just a mess at the top, so it looks like.
I thought you were going to get them out, you said.
Yeah, but I can't do it till I'm off work because then I've got to do my hair before work, which is an extra load of shit in the morning. So I'm going to wait till I'm off work, which is Tuesday, and then take it up. Black Diamond says, smash the likes up, people. It's free. Yeah, make sure you do that. What lineup is this? It's a special. Like I said before, Pep has played a free at the back, but it was earlier in the season, and I cannot tell you who it was against. Malcolm says, big up Mandem, big up my G.
If you win it today, are you gonna do a stream after like celebrating the title or something?
I was gonna do it tonight. Do you know what? What I would say so far, obviously I don't know how this game is going to go, but Man City have broken through Chelsea's team a lot easier in the game than we did in the semi-final where we played a different formation. So I don't know. Maybe that's something for Pep to look at. But yeah, it's with these win backs getting forward. So far, it's looking like it's a little bit more successful to.
I don't know if it's your internet that's a bit dodgy or mine because you keep freezing at times. I don't know if it might be me. I'm not sure.
It'll be me. It's the room that I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just...
Ooh, that was close. They want handball, I think. City.
Yeah, they won't
I
get
don't
that.
think they'll be given or anything.
Canada
Playing
Devils
the
says
Barca
Ryan.
Atletico game. Nah, I ain't got that on the back of my shirt. I don't
1
get
minute.
names at the back of my shirt anymore. They're claiming a penalty.
Oh, it's
That's
0-0.
They finished 0-0.
Yeah. So Atletico are on 77, Barcelona are on 75, and Real Madrid are on 74. But Real Madrid have a game in hand. So if they win their game in hand, I think they go top of the league. No, they have to win 4-0. They win 4-0. If they win 4-0, is it 4-0? Full difference, 34. 5-0. If they win 5-0, they go top of the league.
Right, Real. Okay.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 games left or something, I think, as well. 2, 3, maybe.
Yeah, I think they have 38 as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
3 more games left. Be interesting to see what happens because Atletico Madrid have been top for most of the season. So if they don't win it, that's kind of poor.
Yeah, it is.
That was a big 3 points they needed today as well, to be fair, if we're being honest.
Yeah, facts.
Like, it's not too bad for Barcelona because Barcelona just need to stay in it. So a draw for them makes sense.
It's not the end of the world. Like,
yeah, it's not.
Got a chance still.
They just need to. The thing is, when you're second in the league and it's close like that, all you have to do is remain along with them. So they go into the last game.
Big pressure on them.
2 games, hopefully not that far behind. Do you know what I mean? And then you can kind of hope that they draw. And then if they draw, maybe you go top going into the last game. Or something like that. That's the best you can hope for when you're second. Pep has rotated too heavily. I hate Chelsea. Chris, I think Chris is an Arsenal fan. But yeah, do you know what? I don't hate Chelsea that much, but it's just some of their fans are kind of frustrating at the moment. That's all I'll say. God, Man City and Chelsea both have 31 clean sheets in all comps. Interesting. Interesting. This ain't going to be a clean sheet for either team, I don't think. Marlan says kickoff. Obviously this before. Jan, thoughts on Spurs losing? You know what? I just think this title,
they were terrible.
Sorry, top 4 race is dreadful. Like every time that team are going to win that, they're going to go 3 points behind. Then they lose. Look at Leicester every week. They're playing Newcastle, Everton every week, Liverpool. All these clubs that you just expect to get 3 points. The only team that are doing it is Chelsea. Chelsea are the only team that
we should be out of this top 4 race, but if we win tonight, we're literally fully back in it.
Right back in it, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. This race. Oh God, Edison, get back in your net.
He was onside.
Yeah, he's onside. He ran from Edison came out, but he didn't get near it. But yeah, like it's literally one of them things where I just think this whole top 4 race, it'll be interesting to see who actually finishes top 4. Because
do you think Leicester finish in there?
They should, but
their games are
the hardest. They've got the hardest.
You know what?
West Ham have got good fixtures, a good run of fixtures. West Ham.
Yeah, you know what it is with Leicester though is that Leicester. It's these 2 games, the Newcastle one, and I think they played Southampton last week, which they needed to win because obviously the last 3 games are just horrible. Yeah. And the fact that they've not won any of those games, I don't know.
The only way that they can redeem themselves is if City win today, and if they win their big key game against Chelsea.
Yeah, that's a big one.
If they don't do that and maybe get a draw out of United or something like that, if they don't get that, they might not get top 4 because West Ham's games are much easier.
Yeah.
Aki is getting to everything, man.
On paper, our games are quite good apart from United away on paper. Like
Liverpool's are reasonable as well,
actually. But the problem is these are the games we've been struggling in this season. The crap teams, like they're the games we've been struggling in, so I don't know. But on paper we've got arguably the best running us and West Ham.
West Ham. I think
Tottenham are out.
And then Liverpool. Tottenham's run isn't as hard.
No, but I think Tottenham are out of it now. I think that result, I can't see Tottenham getting it now. And I think Tottenham, They still got Leicester on the last day. They still got Villa.
Hard games.
They got Wolves. I don't know. Like, it's not easy, but it's not horrible.
Yeah. Do you know, this is what I mean? It's gonna just be who gets the points that they need to get, because every week you kind of like, oh yeah, this team are gonna go up there to third, and then they just lose. So it's weird. Like, we'll have to see what happens today, because if Man City win, it helps a lot of these teams out. If Man City lose, a lot of them, the chances of them finishing top 4, apart from West Ham, I think they said if Man City win and West Ham win all their games, they're guaranteed top 4, apparently. I think.
Yeah.
If they win their games, because I don't think anyone else can go above them if they, obviously if they win all of their games. But I don't think anyone's going to win all their games the way this league's going.
Oh, no, I don't think so. It might, like Liverpool, even my dad was saying he reckons that
how are you going to
if Liverpool got 5 games left this season, because we got obviously we got one tonight and the United game because it got cancelled. So we've got 5 games left. He was saying that he thinks if Liverpool get 4 wins and a draw, that might actually be enough. Yeah. And then I looked at it and he's like, he actually might be right, to be fair.
Yeah. Because I was looking at the race, because I think the top 4 race has been the most exciting part of this season. The relegation's been a bit dead. They were kind of already relegated, or pretty much. That was been a bit dead. Normally, apart from Newcastle, maybe going up or down, everyone else has been pretty much done since time ago. Brighton were kind of there, kind of not. So that wasn't really anything special. So the title race was good at the beginning, sort of mid-season, and then it's kind of Man City went a little bit clear, and then it kind of went a little bit like, oh, could United do it? And then I think they drew. It was like, no. So yeah, it's not really been great. I'd say the top 4 race has been the most exciting thing, because everything else has been pretty much done, so
facts,
so it's only really that. And it's just people are just bottling it week in, week out. Like, I don't get it. Like, every team, it's not even like, I'd say Chelsea have been the most consistent, but even they've had some shock results, like West Brom and a few draws.
Yeah, definitely.
But every team has been like,
no team's been perfect.
Yeah, every team's just doing madness. Like, it's been a weird season.
Even City, like, you've obviously got an amazing run, but in the first half of the season, City weren't brilliant. It's only from like late December, January, you really came to form. But even in the first half of the season, like, City weren't brilliant. People were doubting whether.
Do you know what? What I would say about Man City is a few times we had like 2 games in hand. So a lot of people were saying Man City are 15th, but it's like we were only 6 points off the top 4. Even though we were 15th, so we weren't actually as far away as we looked.
You weren't far off, but the way you were playing and some of the results you were getting, it didn't look like you could win the title. Yeah, but obviously you got your form back.
Everyone ruled us out just before Christmas, I think it was. Everyone was like, Liverpool are going to go back to back.
I thought we'd go back to back when we beat Palace.
And then United got excited, 21-21. I had people telling me on streams, like, at the end of the season, when I've got some free time, I'm actually going to go back and watch some of the streams, because I just remember some stuff that was said. Like, it's funny because I've said before on this that I did a stream with Neeks before the season, and we were talking about what was it? The start of the season, what we predicted. So I said, well, I think if City get like a Koulibaly, because that's who I thought we were going to get. Koulibaly, I could see Man City winning the league. But if we don't get a defender, I don't think we will. And that's what I said. And I think there was another stream that we did with Neeks, I think. And one of his friends actually said, I think City will win the league easily. And he said, I think they'll win it by 15 points. And every single person laughed and said, are you mad? And and I'm not saying we're going to win it by 15 points, because it's 10 at the moment.
Won it by. I think what he's hinting is you win it by a comfortable big margin, and that's what you're going to do.
Because he said, he said that, and like, obviously now. But if we're being honest, Man City could have won it by 15 points. I know Man United, like, they'll say as well, they could have done this and they could have done that. But some of these performances, like that Leeds performance, how the hell we did not win that game, I do not know. Like we battered. Like I haven't seen another team play like that in the league all season. Man City spent 95% of that game. Sorry, 99% of that game in their half, attacking their goal. Like they had 2 shots, 2 goals. That's the only times they went into our half. Like it was literally, it was not end to end in the slightest, and Man City lost. Whereas I don't think any other team in the league loses that game if they play like that, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, facts. Yeah,
it's if Chelsea do that, they win. If Chelsea spend the whole half in that, they'll get the win. But for some reason, Man City that day just didn't do it. And you know, games like that, it's not really important at the time. We had to focus on Dortmund, which was the right decision.
yeah.
We had to focus on the Carabao Cup final, which was the right decision. There's been, you know, a few choices that Pep's had to make, and you know, he has made the right ones. But
Yeah, you've handled it really well. Yeah, you've handled it really well.
It's just been some dodgy results. I'd still say, like, even though we were good in that game, so were Leeds. Like, Leeds defended so well. They took the chances when they got them. So I'm not going to fault them for the win. And they did it with 10 men towards the end as well. So, you know, fair play to them. But I just think this league's been a bit weird. It's been a very strange kind of season. And these results happen every season. They do. But just feels a little bit more weird this season.
It's when you look at games like results like 7-2 Villa, Liverpool, and 5-2 Leicester City, and it's just these crazy results that you never see happen, and they're all happening in the same season. It's just mad.
Yeah, like you do get the occasional one, like
the occasional,
but like Spurs, even Spurs United 6-1. That's
it was the same day. It was the same day. Because Spurs beat them 6-1 first.
Yeah, that was the same day.
And I was busy taking the piss out of United fans. And then the worst happens to us, and I'm like, oh my God.
No. Yeah, because that's what they said. It would be typical Spurs to get their best result probably ever in the Premier League era. Like, and then, you know, next minute, Villa better it against the champions. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one of them.
You know what I just realised about you just said champions? The game that won the title, the game that could win the title today is City Chelsea, because if City win, they win the league.
Yeah.
The game that won the title last season was Chelsea City.
Yeah.
Because obviously that was Chelsea beat City to give us the title. So it's crazy how that works. Like.
Yeah. But that's the thing though, because it's like, because Man City and Chelsea are normally in some sort of title race, if we're in it, Chelsea might not be. And if Chelsea are in it, we might not be. And that's just the way it's been. Every league that Chelsea have won, Man City have not been close.
Yeah.
That City have won, Chelsea have not been close.
Yeah, you've not been in a
very rare. We've never had a
We've had 2 with you.
Title
race. Had 2 big ones with you, Liverpool City.
Yeah.
And then you had one with United, and then you won 2 quite
had is the one with you where Chelsea were in it till quite late.
Yeah, they were in it towards the end,
But that was it. But we've never had, honestly, every title that Chelsea have won, Man City have not been close.
Yeah.
So this is why it'll be interesting next season, because I do expect the title race to include Chelsea and Man City. So
do you think if Chelsea lose the Champions League final, that they're in a title race?
I think they are in a title race regardless because of the players that they bought. The only thing that I would say is it just depends, because it can go 2 ways. Losing a final can do 2 things. Yeah. Losing the final can even boost you up. So you're like, okay, we need to do better next season. We need to get better. And you go back because you get kind of embarrassed. Or it can have the opposite effect where morals go down and all that.
It's when you look at Liverpool and Tottenham. Liverpool lost the final against Madrid. We went the next season, won it, and almost won the league. Tottenham lost the final and kind of capitulated the next season under Poch. So it can have both effects. You just don't know, really. Yeah. What I will say is Chelsea will spend. But if the worst, I think Chelsea will get top 4, don't get me wrong. But let's say they finish 5th.
Yeah.
And don't win the Champions League. And they end up with Europa League football.
Yeah.
That could be a big thing.
Yeah. I don't think...
Oh, Werner scored. Oh, he's offside.
I think top 4 is one of them things where it's like, if... like you say, if they don't get top 4 in some sort of way, I think they've wrapped it up already. Personally, I think they'll.
Yeah, I think they'll get it. Yeah.
I think they'll finish third. But the thing is, if they don't get, say for example, some madness happens and they don't get it, that could, if they then lost the Champions League final, I agree with you, it could knock them. But I think some of these teams, the mentality in the squad is unreal. Like Man City's mentality is not affected by losses in that way. Like, don't get me wrong, if we lose a game, like obviously it might affect us for like the day or whatever. But Man City, like, we tend to go on a bit of a winning run when we lose.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's a weird one with Liverpool though, because wait, Werner's in.
Is this gone?
Oh, it's wide. It's like with, I don't know if what Liverpool will be like. I think with Liverpool, we'll see a fight back. Like, I don't think we'll be anywhere near as bad as what we have been this season. I think we'll be comfortably top 4. I'll say that. I think we will see a reaction. I don't know if it will be enough to challenge or win the league, because I think this squad, this current team and squad, overall probably isn't good enough to do that anymore. But then if you do buy a couple of additions, like we're buying Kanate, maybe get, like, we're being linked with Basuma, maybe get a couple of others, then I do think we might challenge, because we've refreshed the squad a bit, and I also think Klopp isn't going to take this season lying down. Do you get what I mean? I think he'll bounce. He's the sort that will bounce back from this and will really be motivated and will motivate the players to come back. So I don't know. It depends what we do in the summer, really.
It just depends on the team, because it's like if Man City do lose the Champions League final, they will want to win it again next season. So maybe the focus won't be on the Prem, simply because.
But then you've got the squad to be able to handle it. That's the thing.
Yeah. I don't think the main focus will be on the Prem. I don't think the main focus this season's been on the Prem. You can see the complete difference between how Man City play in the Champions League and how they play in the league.
Yeah.
Like, we don't play like this in the Champions League. It's different. I can't explain it exactly, but it's different. And you can tell we really want to win the Champions League. Whereas the league, I feel like these players all have a few. Like, they don't just have one. Like, so I think the hunger for the Premier League is always going to be there because it's a key trophy. But I think City fans would happily take a back seat in the Prem and try and win the Champions League if they don't win it this year. I can see it happening. That's why I think Chelsea will be favourites next season, unless if Man City win the Champions League, I think it goes the other way.
I think if Man City win the Champions League, they guarantee the league next season, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I think, because I think if we win the Champions League, we're probably not gonna win it again the next year. So I think we go for the league because we think, okay, what are the chances?
I just think the confidence will be too high, if you win the Champions League. So much pressure is off you then. You've got that Champions League, you've shut the doubters up. There's no longer that thing. You can just go and play even more freely, and I think you'll win the league comfortably again if you win the Champions League. But
it's just if we lose it, I think it'll be the opposite. I think Chelsea will have all the confidence.
Yeah,
I think they'll go into the season, and I think Chelsea will win the league. So a lot of it does depend. I think whoever wins the Champions League will win it next season.
I do think with Liverpool though, it's like
there will be.
I think the players and manager will really want their title back. Just the way it's gone in terms of a pretty shit title defense. Let's be honest, and the way it's just gone, it's just like they'll really want to get it back. And I don't know whether they do. I don't know, but like. It's going to
be difficult next season to call who's going to win as well, because it just depends on everything that happens, like what Europe you're playing, if you're playing Champions League, if you're playing Europa League, if there's a bounce back from the squad, as in we want to win it, who you get in, who leaves.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of elements in it.
Because obviously we've been without Van Dijk, Henderson, and having to put Fabinho centre back a lot of the time, and I mean, should it have been? I think that's a good enough excuse to not challenge for a title. Whether it's not a good enough excuse for how far we've fallen. We might not even get top 4, but it's in the players' minds that right, we ain't got Van Dijk and Henderson. Fabinho's had to go in centre back. Our midfield's foot
Not
because of
gonna
that.
work.
Our system is basically torn apart because of these injuries. That how can the players feel it in them to be motivated for the league when they know you can't do it in the first place because the system's been torn apart? That's what Steve always says. Shout out Steve, like that's what he always says. But then when you get Van Dijk back, Henderson back, you can put Fabinho back in centre mid. You make a couple of signings, maybe your system's back. Then the players could be more motivated knowing that they can actually do it. Do you get what I mean?
Do you know what? With
the ability to
like
do
Klopp as well, he's not gonna just not challenge next year. Like it,
I don't think Klopp
if you had a regular manager, if you had like just a regular sort of manager like you've had in the past, like a Brendan Rodgers, maybe they do a challenge. But I can't see Pep just completely disappearing. Sorry, Klopp. I don't
think he does. No,
the same way like Pep did this season. Like I knew Pep was going to fight back. That's why when everyone was like, "Who's going to win the league this year?" I was like, "It'll be City," because I know what Pep's like. Pep doesn't like losing. That's failure to. If he doesn't win the league, it's failure to Pep. Like he sees it as I should have won that. You know what I mean? And it's good.
Klopp's a sore loser as well. Sometimes when these managers are sore losers, it's a good thing because you can tell. Because Klopp, we all know Klopp's a sore loser with his stupid excuses all the time. But at least it shows that he's so motivated to win that he's going to come back motivated to win next season. It just shows he's a sore loser. That's not exactly a bad thing. But
that's like Chelsea. Like Chelsea, if they don't win what they want to win, they sack the manager. Like that's literally what it's like, because it's like, we wanted this, you didn't do it, bye. And that's the same sort of mentality. And that's why they've got Tuchel now, because they could have kept Lampard. Oh, he's a club legend, let's keep him for the season. But they didn't, because they wanted to win, and it could go brilliantly. They could have the best season in the league on paper if they wrap up the FA Cup, Champions League. On paper, it'd be great. And if they finish top four as well, it'll show that they're still one of the best in the league in terms of the Prem as well, even though, you know what I mean, you get into the Champions League regardless. Or it could go the other way and it's not a great season on paper at the end of it because of certain results. But yeah, I think it's just one of them. I'll get to some of the comments. Nathan says, Jan, I didn't think you'd be doing a watch along for today. Or was it the final? You said, yeah, it's the final. I'm not nervous for this. If we lose, we lose. If we win,
you're not doing a final watch along for the final. I can't see how anyone could do that.
Oh no, I'm hoping to be in Istanbul, even though it's not in Istanbul anymore. Well, it might be. But if we can go, then I would like to be there. If not, then I'll see. I think Man City are doing like screens at the Etihad, so everyone goes.
I think he did that for when you won the league against Brighton. I remember seeing videos.
They didn't do that. They just, after the game, everyone went there. But they're going to do like, you get tickets, you go, you watch it all together at the Etihad.
Oh, do you mean in the stadium?
Yeah. They're doing like a
watch
for all our fans.
I did that for the first Champions League final in Kiev. Well, obviously, I couldn't get a ticket to Kiev. So at Anfield, they had the screens at each stand in front of each stand showing the game, and I was in the cop for that. That was pretty mad, especially when Mane scored. Obviously, ended up in disappointment. But
it's a weird experience because you're watching it, but you're not there.
It is weird.
Weird because you're with other City fans as well. Like it'd be interesting, but that's probably what I would do if I can't go, because I'm not going to sit at home and watch it at home. Like that's not going to happen. At least if you're with your fans, you kind of get the vibes of singing, all that kind of stuff.
And if you win it,
oh my God, crazy madness! Manchester would be mad if we won it. Like the whole city is going to be crazy.
Flawless will be hiding at home, innit?
Oh yeah. United fans will be at home. They'll stay in. Like when we won the league.
We're not hearing from Flawless for like weeks if you win the Champions League.
Nah, he'll just spin it with some shit.
Yeah, he'll put some
the Europa's better than the Champions League because
he'll find a way to slant to.
I don't know. Yeah. He'll find it.
Oh, you've only got one. This is your first one. We've got three and everything. It'll be stuff like that.
Do you know what?
Big up Kojo in the comments.
At the end of the day, I need to get to some of the comments 1 minute. We'll just get to some of these. 4-3 Liverpool, not easy Leeds. I admit I was just laughing at expressions, getting angry and stream ending. Yeah, Leeds have been a hard team to beat, to be honest.
Very hard.
Marlon Daly is saying, check out his channel. He's done a player rating show. Thinks he'll do a player rating show. Fair enough. The game has 0-0 written all over it. I actually agree.
It's been a pretty dead first half. I'm not going to lie.
I do think there'll be a 1-0 winner. Probably not us. But we'll see. Jan, Manchester will forever be red, not blue. When it gets a red team, it might be red. Until then, it's never going to be red. Jan City losing the final, no point watching. Well, if you don't want to watch it, then don't. You can watch the dead final that your team are in, which is because they got eliminated from the competition that we're
They'll
in.
win that, as well. Villarreal are shit.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them against Arsenal. They are terrible.
But the thing is,
did you see Villarreal's keeper is one of the worst I've ever seen. He's awful.
Yeah, he's
got
terrible.
no authority about him.
Yeah, he's terrible. But you know what I would say? I think Man United had that. They're the best team in that competition by quite a bit. It's not like...
Yeah, they're the best team by a mile.
I would say have been the best team in the Champions League this season based off what we've done so far. But Chelsea are not miles away behind us. It's pretty close. Whereas, like, with Villarreal and Man United are clear of Villarreal. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So it's different. It's not... Our final's pretty even. So it's a little bit different. But, yeah, Man United...
If United don't win that...
Yeah, that's shameful.
It'll be funny. But they will. They'll easily win that.
Yeah. The only thing that they've got in their corner is
Emery.
But that don't really make sense because that means that City should have it wrapped up, but that's not how it works. It's not how football works. Do you know what I mean?
This is Emery's 5th Europa League final. That is
exactly
madness.
Yeah. But I don't think he's got the players, unfortunately. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how good your manager is. Some teams just
in a one-off game, you never know. Oh, Gabby's in. God, he's got to score that. Oh, he's missed. Oh, goal. Has he been disallowed?
He's scored. It's going to be disallowed.
Sterling scored.
It's a foul, isn't it?
No, it's given. It's been given. Lewis's guy's down. Lewis's guy's injured.
Oh, no. Imagine he gets injured.
Oh, Lewis is crying. I need to look at Lewis's watch-along at the moment, actually.
Yeah, you look at it. Do you know what? Sterling needed a goal badly. He needed a goal so badly.
I don't know how Aguero didn't score that, He miscontrolled it.
Let me see. I missed it. Let me look.
Gabby went, that's not a foul. Christensen's just fucked up.
Oh, yeah, he injured himself.
He miscontrolled it, Aguero.
Oh, my God, Aguero, what are you doing? Yeah, Aguero would have put that straight in. What the hell? You know, the goal that he scored against Crystal Palace was way harder than that,
Yeah.
Way harder than that. But do you know what? Sterling and Gabby just...
Yo, do you know what Lewis's watch-along? Someone's put in the comments, all the inmates in the AC penitentiary has been released.
I can't.
I can't wait for the Q&A tomorrow. Lewis has got to come on for that.
He won't be injured. He's fine. He just injured himself.
No, it's the fact that the way Christensen's fucked up for that.
I know. That's funny. That is funny. When people say about Ollie beating Pep, they don't say he played 4-4-2 and part of the bus all game every game. Yeah, do you know what? Like, this is the thing. Sometimes on paper, it doesn't quite tell the full story. You know, I mean, this is why I always say if you don't watch teams and you just look at results, like I could easily say today, Spurs are shit. Spurs are shit. Leeds are way better than Spurs, but I didn't watch it, so I know there was a goal disallowed for Spurs. So there's a few decisions in that game that maybe, if a different decision was made, maybe that goes a different way, and it's 4-1.
I think City have a penalty.
How?
Because I'm looking at Lewis's watch-along, and they're saying penalty to City. And remember, we're behind. Yeah, it's come in the comments now. City have got a penalty for something.
Shit. Well, we're not going to score a pen.
And Christensen's gone off. I'm just probably just about to happen now. But
how's that a penalty? We're a minute behind. We're not even going to see it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, because I'm seeing in the comments penalty to City and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's about to happen now, I think.
1 minute. Oh, yeah, this. Wait, I can't see.
Yeah, it's about to happen.
Yeah, but they're going to miss, though. City in penalties are terrible.
Oh. Yeah, it's a penalty. Yeah, Gilmore on Gabby.
Oh, I can't see it. I want to know if we scored, guys. Because we don't score pens.
I don't know. I think it's gone to VAR, though. I don't actually think they've scored.
I don't think City have scored from a pen.
Is that Jodie in the comments?
I don't know. Let me get to the comments. Progressions Project, big up Lamb. She says, so stale so far. This is obviously earlier. Jan, whose bench out of both teams is better or just edges it? I'd say Man City's is better. We've got De Bruyne on the bench. Like,
oh my God, they saved it.
Yeah, City don't score pens.
Mendy saved it. It's Aguero. Missed it.
Oh, Aguero. Oh my God. Yeah, City is shit at pens.
I haven't seen it yet. This is what I'm just seeing from the comments.
Yeah. Honestly, City are terrible at pens. The only time we scored a pen this season is Mahrez in the Champions League. And Gundogan, I think, scored one against Liverpool. Was it Liverpool? I think that's about.
No, he missed that against Liverpool. He skied it.
Oh, Aguero's missed one. Oh, Lord. I know Chelsea's going to win the final and City will lose. Jan will be salty about the game. I'm not going to be salty. If they're the best on the night,
she's not salty. She's quite humble.
Then it's fine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aguero keeps missing penalties, though. You know.
I'm about to see the penalty just now. Apparently, it's shit. Oh, what? He's trying to Panenka.
What's he doing? Why did he do that? Just put it in. He never scores like that.
What has he done?
But why is he trying to score like that?
I need City to win this game. I'm actually pissed off. Why has he tried that?
Oh, no.
Oh, that is
I think he's expected him to dive and he didn't. Oh, that's too easy, that. He stood back up again and caught it. That's terrible. That's a bad pen, that.
That is abysmal.
That is bad.
Pep is pissed off.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah, that's shit, that. At least,
I wouldn't be surprised if Pep took him off at half-time.
That is poor. That is poor. But Man City...
I'm not being funny. I know you guys love Aguero. I'd take him off at half-time just for that, if I was Pep.
Do you know what? He will get taken off. And also, the thing is, Man City and penalties is not a thing. That's why I'm saying...
It's weird because, like you said, let's say the Champions League final was to go to a penalty shootout. Like, your record in penalty shootouts is quite good. Like, you've beaten us a couple of times, you know.
But our in-game penalty record is shit.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like, Man City are the sort of team that they miss 2 penalties in a game and then win a penalty shootout at the end. That's Man City. Like, they would do that. They would miss 2 in the game and then score a penalty shootout. But yeah, they're terrible. They're terrible at pens. That's why
I've seen like your team skied 2 penalties at Anfield in like the last 2-3 years alone, like the Mahrez one and obviously the Gundogan one. I remember that Mahrez one. I was behind the goal for that one.
The only players that can score pens in our team is De Bruyne, Gundogan, and even then they still have their chance of Mahrez, and even all 3 of them can still miss.
Yeah.
So it's the only problem is with that is I don't mind us missing a pen because we always miss pens when we get them. My issue is that you've just given all the momentum back to Chelsea for the second half. Why do that? Like, why do that? At least if you take it, you shoot on target and he saves it, that's a little bit different. But that is too easy, man.
Yeah.
Too easy. Just put your foot through it and hope for the best. Do you know what I mean? Dumb shit. I think City might just edge it today. You know what? Like, the players know they've got a league title to win, innit? So if they don't win, it's on them. Like, I'm not. The reason why I said I'd do a watch along for this is because I'm not really stressed. Like, if the players want to win the league today, they have to win. If they don't want to win the league today, they have to wait. That's up to them. You know, I'm not the one that gets a £1 million bonus or whatever when we win the league. It's on them. So
yeah,
it's not me. It's not going to affect my life if they win it next week instead. Conrad's obsessed with City. Yeah, it's because he thought that Bruno was better than De Bruyne and got proven wrong. So that's what it is. You can't be calling Pep a fraud. Pep's won everything there is in football. No other manager's done that, apart from Hansi Flick, who's done that, but he's only done it at a few. And then I'm not saying no other manager's done it because you've got people like Zidane that have won pretty much everything in Spain, I think, if not everything. I think he's won everything in Spain, hasn't he? So there's a few managers that have done it, but yeah, not in our league, I wouldn't say. Who's won everything in the league? Ancelotti, probably.
Ancelotti?
Yeah, won everything really. Klopp's not won everything.
Klopp's won the league, Champions League. I think he's won the German Cup.
He's won Cup, yeah. He's won the Po Cup. Po Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but he obviously ain't won like the FA Cup or League Cup.
Yeah, because I think Gundogan won the Po Cup. I think.
Yeah, under Klopp. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Sorry, I'm just going to scroll through the comments at halftime.
I wanted to ask a question actually about Arsenal. Do you think Arsenal go 30 years without a title?
Don't know. What I would say about football is you just never know. This is why, you barely see me laugh at teams. You'll barely see it because I know how football can come around quick time. We literally have the Europa League final on here. Man United get beat. We're laughing our heads off. And then the next week, Chelsea go and beat Man City 5-0, embarrass Man City in the final. And I'm here like, shit, we just got battered in the Champions League final. Football can come at you fast. That's all I'm saying. Last season, a lot of Liverpool fans, not you, Ryan, but there was a lot of Liverpool fans that are like, City is shit, Pep's finished, this, that, and the other. And then now they're like, no, Klopp had injuries. Come on now. I don't think Pep was finished last season. I don't think Klopp's finished this season. This sort of stuff happens in football. That's what happens.
You can have bad seasons. It happens.
Everyone can. And every team, as easily as Man City didn't win the quad, you know what I mean? Chelsea might not win a double. You just don't know what's going to happen in football. And, obviously, people talk about a fake treble. I'm sure your team would want to win 3 trophies.
Yeah, of course. And when 2 of them are the Premier League and Champions League.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You go into a Premier League season trying to win all 4 competitions that you go into. If your team win that or not is on your team. But every team goes in to try and win 4. Most teams don't even win 1. Some teams win 1. Very few teams win 2. And very, very, very occasionally teams win 3. So that's all I'll say. So you can call it the fake treble, the real treble. I don't give a shit. It's 3 trophies out of 4. That means that in the league we had 75% success rate.
Yeah.
Overall.
I mean, I'm still laughing at that show you.
5%. So
I'm still laughing at that show you and Flawless did last night. I was just going at Flawless in the comments. He was going United Liverpool thing. It was so funny.
I can't believe that. Why? Do you know what? I feel
that wasn't even a penalty, to be honest.
That's not a pen. Not even a pen. That's not a pen.
Nah, wait, it's soft as hell, that.
Yeah, that's not a pen. I don't think that's a pen. I don't think that's a pen at all. That's soft as hell. I didn't even see it before.
By the way, how have Arsenal not sacked Arteta yet?
No, they're trusting the process. No, they actually are. I'm not saying that to be to.
No, I know you. No, I know you're right. That's the thing.
You know what? To be honest, if Aguero hits, I think he's miskicked that.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that. There's no way because it's so slow, and he doesn't hit pens like that. I know. Actually, to be fair, he does hit pens slow. He does, but normally he chooses a corner. But I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get to the comments now because I'm well behind. 1 minute. Ryan, do you think Potter could manage Liverpool?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, of course. I think. Obviously, I don't want Klopp out. Obviously, I love Klopp. I'd take Klopp over Graham Potter all day long. But when Klopp does eventually leave, I take Graham Potter all day long. I ain't gonna lie.
Mustafa, to be fair, they have won the league and the Premier League recently. Whereas your team are in your team only chance of a trophy is the league below. So that's all I'll say about that. Sorry guys, I've missed all your comments because it just refreshes and then I lose all the comments. It always happens. So sorry. Yeah, it's true. Just shows you what injuries and a decent run of form can impact teams. Yeah, it's just every team kind of has the ability to go on a crazy run and win every game, and every team has the ability to lose 1 player or 2 players and collapse. You know what I mean? We've seen it with almost every team in the league. Do you know what I mean? There's key players in every team. Like our team, the one thing I like about Man City at the moment is we're not reliant on 1 player, and it has been a while since we relied a lot on Aguero, we've relied a lot on David Silva, we've relied a lot on De Bruyne over the years. We don't really need to anymore. De Bruyne, we have Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, these sorts of players that step up when he's not there. We've got, instead of, the only one that I'd say is truly irreplaceable at the moment in our squad is probably Edison, which sounds a bit crazy, but it probably is Edison because Stefan can't do what Edison does. Whereas every other player, yes, they might not be as good. Yes, Cancelo is better at going forward, like a sort of wing back, than the likes of Kyle Walker. But defensively, we can still play great with Kyle Walker or Cancelo. We can play good with Mendy when he's on form. He's a little bit less defensive than Zinchenko, but we can still win games with Benjamin Mendy. We can still win games with Kyle Walker. When Edison plays, even though we can still win games with Stefan, we look a lot stronger when we have Edison at the back. So, yeah. And Edison, it's not so much about his goalkeeping ability. It's more how he impacts the game. Like if you see that goal against PSG, that's
when he played for the first goal.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that Edison has. Stefan doesn't have that. So when we play, obviously it's not always the case. Sometimes Edison just has a typical goalkeeper performance where he doesn't do much. But there are games where he can influence us.
Oh, look who's come in.
You're right. Sarcasm City TV.
Yeah, out here. What's going on? The queen of Sarcasm City TV. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm so behind on the comments. If you want to do comments, you can feel free.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Them lot are enjoying themselves. It was just a quick one because I didn't realize if you lot, obviously you was trying to explain it to me yesterday, but my strong suit.
When we win the league, if we lose.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is if you're doing just let me know in the group chat. I know you're already doing a live stream if you lot, a celebration stream if you lot win the league in it. So let me know what you need in it, like thumbnail wise or anything like that.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch in it, so I'll contact you at full time.
Yeah, you ain't trying to get clipped in it. All right, cool. Just let me know in it. I understand.
It's not about getting clipped because the thing is, the reality is, it's not one of them where the title race can go either way. It's not really like that, unless Man City go on some dramatically terrible form where we just lose to Newcastle, Brighton, and Everton.
Lose against Brighton.
Like it's just the thing is, we don't even need to win. We can actually draw 2 games and still win the league. Like that's the reality of it.
Ryan, what you saying? You good actually? How rude of me not even to say bless what you saying?
Got the Liverpool shirt on underneath, bro, because it's our last day as might be our last day as Premier League champions, in it. So like,
big up Flawless Man fighting off his 3 baby mums and that. Now he's not got 3 baby mums. He's got 3 girlfriends and a baby mum. That's what it is.
You're just gonna spread lies on my name, cool, innit? You know
How is it a lie?
Cool. It's a lie. I don't have 3 girlfriends. I don't have a baby mom. I'm just putting it out there.
Debatable.
Yeah. What do you mean it's debatable? Like, you know what I mean? We're not debating who's winning the Champions League final here. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean it's debatable? You're a joker,
Listen, yeah. The facts could go either way. Could go either way. Who knows? Until we see that birth certificate.
Ryan, you are spot on. You know when we do the 3K party where Defo doing shots every time Jan says.
Oh yeah, for sure. Every time, listen, yeah. Oh my god.
Yes, 100%.
Yes, you do.
100%. Yeah, I'm gonna be waved anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that. Well, every time she says, "Listen, yeah," or you lot chatting shit. You know what I'm saying, or something like that.
So many things.
Let's say you don't watch Man City and go in it. Like, honestly, Stones has been key for us this season, man.
Yo, big up everyone that's locked as well. I've just seen the numbers shoot up as well. Big up everyone that's locked. Yeah. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. Make sure you subscribe to Yan City ENT also. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you lot do that road to 3K. The sooner you lot get us to 3K, the sooner we do this mad 3K party. Because it's at least going to be a 3-hour stream probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all going to be waving. Like, we all going to be drinking. Yan City going to be on the wine, wavier than the 70s. So, yeah, man, make sure you lot subscribe.
After half a glass of wine.
Yeah, large glass of wine.
I had a whole bottle the other day and I wasn't even drunk. Or half
clearly you got problems.
Remember that time you got Phil Foden's name mixed up?
It's not even got any alcohol in it, that wine. It's not even proper wine. It's like fake wine. It's honestly no
that's why you over there drinking alcohol pops. That's what it is. Yeah.
You know what? It is wine, but it's practically, it's practically
Blossom Hill, innit? Get some proper wine in that. If you don't drink, you get me.
No,
drink some proper
wine. None of that. No,
Okay,
like the thing is, like I don't like wine, innit? I just like rosé, so that's why I drink that shit.
Yeah,
But
right. Well, yeah, Ryan, what you said was correct about when she tried to say his full name and she got him messed up. I remember that when she
Well,
called him
like
Walter
Foden
Phillips.
Walter or something stupid.
Yeah.
Like.
She was like Foden Walter Phillips, and we were like, yeah, you're drunk still. He was like, yeah, you are waved.
I was tipsy.
Yeah, clearly it was
Tipsy
touching
after
you.
half a glass of wine. Cool.
It was not half a glass, honestly.
Honestly.
And that's another one. Every time she says honestly as well, we're gonna do a shot.
We got
every
so
time
many, you know. We can do so many.
Yeah,
carry on in it.
Listen, yeah.
Any Yan City comment, you know, like.
Listen, yeah. Carry on. There's a few in it.
Listen, yeah.
Yeah, listen, yeah. Every time.
Carry on in it.
You're drinking all night. It's like when people used to watch Wayne Rooney's interviews and say how many times did he say and it's like like a 2-minute clip.
You know what? We'll do a whole game of it. You know what? We'll do like a bingo board.
You know what mine used to be though? Mine used to be basically. I used to say basically about 100 times. I had to stop myself from saying it.
And she changed to honestly.
Yeah, you know what we'll do?
It's bad. I'm like, honestly.
You know what we'll do? We'll do what's it called in it? We'll do like, like a bingo board type thing and put all our phrases on. You know what I'm saying? We'll put like 2 phrases on from each of us. Like every time Ryan goes, my guy Graziano Paterino. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll take a shot every time he mentions his name.
I think for Ryan, it's got to be my G.
Yeah. My G and then Graziano Paterino. They're the 2 things in it.
Yeah, it's got to be that. But you know what's funny? Like, you used to say evidently all the time, but you don't say it anymore.
Nah, don't say it no more.
When I first met him, he used to go evidently. That's why I say it like that now. Evidently.
Yeah, man. Invitations is a serious form of flattery.
Mine and Flawless, that's your Don, innit? Talk to your Don, innit? That's what.
Yeah, man. Arrow would talk to your Don, innit? That's your Don, innit? Any variation of that.
You're less likely to say that during a stream than I am to say, listen, yeah, that's...
Now, listen, yeah, comes up more than that.
You know what it is, though? We'll ask people in the chat.
Stop saying, listen, yeah. I'm not going to be able to stop saying that. You're going to be wasting
the people in the chat will know what we say all the time as well. So they'll come up with suggestions. Hey, you got in the chat, let us know in it. From me, we got enough for Yan City, more so me and Ryan in it. What regular phrases do we use so we can do this when we're on the live, on the 3K party and that? Let us know. But definitely when Ryan says my G, it's like Graziano Paterino. Yeah, they're the 2.
Sorry.
They're the 2, definitely. It's all good.
Salah out or something.
Sterling
Salah out. Me when I say Ollie tax or any variation of tax, there's one for me. When I say Ollie tax or any variation of tax, there we go. When I say same tax. Yeah.
Now Flawless is Ollie at the wheel. You know he's always singing it.
Yeah. All right. Relax in it. You know what I'm saying? Relax.
I think we should get him drunk and then get him to sing like the Potch song on repeat.
Oh yeah.
And we'll join in.
Oh no. Killer Killian, that's what he says a lot.
Killer Killian.
That's another one. Killer Killian is another one. Just someone said every time Flawless brings up Arsenal slander.
Yeah.
You're not going to talk
Arsenal
about
slander.
Arsenal
Hey, put some respect on. Put some respect. Arsenal slander. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, put some respect on. Yeah, definitely that. Sorry, big up the Ludin Talk in the comments. Big up yourself. Flawless. That's what Nathan says. Nothing. Says nothing guarantees the league. Injuries happen, form dips. Very true, but I think when you've got a squad like Man City, when you get a squad like Chelsea will have at the start of next season, I think it's form. I agree with. We have form dips in form, but the champion sort of teams. I think they say Fergie used to say it a lot. Defense wins your titles. Attack wins your games. Like Chelsea's defense is very strong. So I think you can win titles with that defense. And that's why Chelsea, for me, will be the ones to beat next season if Man City do want to win the league, just based off that in itself. Don't get me wrong, you could be shocking going forward and draw a game or something like that. But I think you'll still get the points you need to if not win it. Andrew says, big up to Yan City and Ryan. Big up to Andrew. Jan, when will the two-faced fake media start giving Pep the credit he deserves? When he leaves Man City, I'm sure he will get it. Until then, he won't get it. Pep and Wenger will go down as the best managers to play a beautiful game ever. Yan City. It's true. They win in a nice way. You know, there is ways to win. We see Mourinho be very, very successful with a different kind of football. But yeah, Pep he plays the football that most teams want their team to play, whilst also win. So it's nice. You know, I enjoy watching Man City, even when we don't win. It's not a boring game. It's rare that I watch a game and I think, God, that was boring. The only time it's really boring is when a team come and park the bus and Man City are just trying to walk it in, and it's not working, and it's frustrating because you're just like, right, it's not working, plan B, and nothing happens. So
Werner's onside, Werner puts it wide. But yeah, big up NB and that. Yo, my guy NB in it, but I still gotta get it.
Right, come on here. Yeah, what's happening?
I'm about to duck out. Anyway, right, it was a Werner shot. You know what happened? It went wide. You know it didn't go in the goal.
Werner in this game.
No, that's what I'm saying. I said Werner was having a shot, and you're saying I'm ruining it. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen.
You never know. He already scored in this game. It was just offside.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was offside. That's why you didn't hear any excitement in my voice. He had the ball in the box, and I was like, "Yeah, Werner's got it."
Yo, Flawless, did you see Lewis's guy Christensen?
Oh yeah, I did. I already tweeted about him. Already in that.
It had to be Gabby, innit?
Yeah, and he got spammed by Gabby, you know. Mad.
Do you know what?
Right.
You know what? Like, I've been asking him for a penitentiary, but I think he's waiting till after this game to make it for me because I haven't received it yet. And I just thought after, I was like, maybe there's a reason why, and he's waiting to see if they get beat. Because if they get beat, he's gonna have to put his own players in it for me. I don't know how to do any editing stuff.
Yeah, stupid. Yes, I am Zane. Before I go, yes, I am watching the fight. There will be a live Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders. We're doing for the first time on the channel a live fight watch along in it. So it'll be late. Anyone wants to tune in. Obviously, we did the preview yesterday, so we'll be doing a live watch along of the fight, and then we'll do a recap afterwards as well. Yeah, that's it. I'm out anyway. I'm gonna leave y'all to it.
Bye, guy.
Later.
Bless you. I don't know. See you in a bit, Jan.
Bye. Ryan, did you hear about Van Dijk saying he wanted to be back before the Euros? He needs to. And oh my God, I'm half. Sorry. Go on.
Nah, I heard something, but obviously he needs to rest, man. Like, if he goes to the Euros, I just don't want him making it worse. Like, you know, because it's such a big injury he's had. Like, nah, I don't think he should do it, but I can't blame him for obviously being desperate to do it. It's his country at the end of the day.
My mistake though, Man City changed the way that they're playing because they look different now. I don't think they look as strong defensively, but it is what it is. Sorry, but yeah, I think you know what he needs to just get fully fit because that sort of injury, if you get it wrong, it could end his career. He's not young. He's not 22 where he's got years left. Like he needs to get it right.
Exactly.
And Sane tried to come back a bit early because he wanted to go to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
You could see he just wasn't at the races, and then when he did come back, he's getting better and better now. But I think he needed to kind of give it a bit of time.
Just wait a bit, yeah.
Yeah, he came back too quick. I think a lot of players do that because they want to come back. Like Mendy. Mendy was trying to come back for ages, and Pep wasn't having any of it.
Yeah.
Chelsea going to start? No. But yeah, like he wasn't having any of it. Pep's very funny with these players. Even if they're fully fit, he's not bringing them back until he knows that they're match fit. So, yeah, we don't really play anyone injured.
Yeah.
He's good. Klopp doesn't have a plan B, but this season Pep has at last found a plan B when it goes wrong. You know what I would say with Pep? I don't think it's as much a plan B. I think he's just found a different way of playing that's more successful in Europe. Because we've always struggled in Europe, and he's looked at it. He's made us a little bit more defensive. He's brought in Diaz, who is a rock, and I think that's what it is. It's more about the system change. Because this start of this season, we've done streams, and like we said, I did say to you and Flawless, I think it was, I was saying that Pep's changed the way we play, and it's more effective in Europe. So I could see us go far in the Champions League. Based on that, do you know what I mean? And it has happened, so I wasn't wrong. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I think it's not ideal for the Prem because it either works and we're great, or it doesn't work and we kind of struggle. But the Champions League is worked a lot better, so we'll have to Free in midfield, big up. I'm assuming that is Kojo because he's United. It's not.
Yeah, big up Kojo, man.
Not going to be Cahill. I can't see him tweeting about Chelsea winning a game, so it's not going to be him. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think it really makes a difference to the title race anyway. Mustafa, you were just saying that because one of his mistakes versus Poland went England still 1-2-1. I don't know what that's about. As a United fan, I have to be honest and realise that Wenger changed football in the 90s. Yeah, he was the first one to kind of come and play that nice football in the Prem. Because with England, it's always been about the players being strong and physical and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the passion merchant stuff.
Yeah, they like that. They're not interested in nice
technical ability,
Spanish kind of football. That's why, like Phil Foden, everyone's like, Phil Foden looks Spanish. It's probably just how people have been playing in England for years, but they've been kind of shut down and told not to do tricks and flicks. That's probably what happened, where now you've got like your sort of Phil Fodens.
Grealish even.
Yeah, Grealish coming through now where you can just see that they're actually really talented players and they can do everything.
It's more technical abilities being shown now rather than pace and power.
Oh, they scored. Jan, what are your favourite goals under Pep? I think my favourite goal under Pep has to be the company goal.
Leicester.
That against Leicester. What a bloody goal that was. I can't. That's the first one that sticks out in my head. But yeah, there's been some beautiful goals, but that is up there. This season, don't know. De Bruyne scored a beautiful goal against Mönchengladbach in the Champions League from miles out. That was beautiful. There's been a lot of team goals that have been beautiful. I think there was one goal where every single player in the team touched the ball before it went in. You've got Gundogan's against Edison, where Edison got an assist against Spurs. That was a nice goal. Yeah, there's been a few. I can't really. My brain is a bit like a sieve. I don't remember things. Like I remember the score, but I don't remember the goals, unless they're like key goals. Man City score a lot of goals. We score like over 100 and like over.
Yeah, you score loads in a season.
Over 100 goals a season, so it's too hard to know.
To remember, yeah.
Great and which weren't. Like it's hard to remember more than sort of 10, 15. Shillings, you know. You need to stop disrespecting Sterling because he needs confidence, and I'm hoping that he gets confidence from things like this. That's what he needs. No, Newcastle is a one city team. So if Man United didn't exist, which very nearly happened, then Manchester City would have the biggest. We had our first trophy parade in the 1930s. We had 1 million people at the trophy parade because back then, I don't think at that time Man United was successful. So the whole of Manchester came together. Things like that. If Man United didn't exist, that's the sort of numbers you'd be getting because in Manchester we are a footballing city. A lot of people like football in Manchester, but there's 2 clubs. Same with Liverpool. There's 2 clubs. So if they just had one, you're always going to get more fans. Like if Newcastle had Newcastle United and Newcastle City, they wouldn't have half the fans because they'd be split. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. I don't know who the alien is that should have got red, but it's what it is.
I don't know. No idea. He's talking about City play because he's a Chelsea fan.
I do chat a lot, you know. I do. Yeah, sorry, mine was behind. I don't really celebrate goals on streams. Like, you should have seen me the other day when Mahrez scored for PSG.
I do. Just wait. Because we're doing the watch-along for the United-Liverpool game next Thursday. If we win that game, just like, I'm going to be going mad.
Though, like, depending on how the game goes. So, the first goal to me doesn't really mean anything. Like, if we sort of score 3 goals in this game, the third goal I will be celebrating because that means.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
The first goal, Chelsea could go and equalise and then get a second, and then we're 2-1 down. Like,
it's knowing you've got the game sealed, kind of. Like, you don't have to worry anymore.
I'm like that in the stadium. Like, I celebrate every goal, but the last minute winner is always more of a celebration than 1-0 in the 10th minute because you just don't know what's going to happen in that game. And you're not going to like celebrate like a complete. It depends who scores as well and how good the goal is, obviously. But If it's just a basic tap-in in the 10th minute, you're going to celebrate it, but not in the same fashion that like I did when Company scored that goal. Obviously, the maddest celebration ever was Aguero, because that was just, I don't remember much from that goal. All I remember is it leaving his foot. I didn't see it go in the net. Didn't see it. I was already celebrating. I knew it was going in. Oh my God. Like, a load of people dived on top of me. Just madness. Like, I'd never seen anything like it. And I didn't even sit in a rowdy part of the stadium. So I couldn't even imagine sitting next to away fans when that went in. Like, geez. Yeah, I've had beer thrown all over me in celebrations before. Like, people standing on your foot, people falling on you. Yeah. Just madness. I miss that so much. I miss that, you know, like especially when I go Wembley on my own and like we score and like there's always like guys behind me that are like, hey, come and celebrate with us. Like, it's always like madness. It's not as bad when I'm with my dad, but when I'm on my own, like people always like come and like wanna celebrate with me. I love this, Andrea. This is like the best compliment you can give me.
Yeah, it is good. It's very good.
Diaz takes defending so seriously. He loves it. Yeah, pen. I don't even celebrate pens when Man City get pens. Madness. Yeah. Sorry, you know what? It's not even negative energy. It's just, you know, when like there's certain situations, like Man City with a corner. Oh God, should have scored there. If they haven't, they should have scored there.
Goodison's caught it.
Oh, maybe they do. No. Yeah.
What was that pass?
It's not negative energy as such. What? Yeah. What is he doing? God, I think Pep should make some changes in this game. You know, did he score?
No, it went over.
Oh my God, what's he doing? He should have just placed that in. I don't know. Yeah, it's not really negative energy. There's just things that I have more confidence in. Like if Man City get a free kick just outside the box and Mahrez and De Bruyne are on the pitch, it's kind of like you get a bit more excited, like we might score here. When it's a penalty, I just don't have a lot of confidence in City and penalties. So that's what it is. Corners, we are terrible at corners. When Man City get a corner and the players start clapping, what are you clapping for? It's going to be a goal kick. Like, to me, it just doesn't it doesn't do anything. At best, we get a second corner. At best, that's if we beat the first man. Like, honestly, it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a pen. I agree with that. Never a pen. We don't have to buy the title because we can afford to lose this 100-0 and still win the league. So can't be buying the ref. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. De Bruyne isn't good at pens. He actually is quite decent at pens. He's missed like one or two in his career. It's not a lot. That's why we need Kane, the best penalty taker.
He is very good at penalties, to be fair, Kane.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, but is he going to be good when he joins Man City? Gundogan never missed one, and then he came to Man City and started missing.
Had he missed one Gundogan before City?
I think he's missed one in his career for
Dortmund.
I think so, and he's missed 2 for Man City, I think. But Gundogan is still our best penalty taker, regardless. Like he's still the best that we've got. Like it's not. Raheem's confidence is on the floor. Raheem would have never scored that. I'm telling you, he would have never ever scored it. Kun should have a fruit shoot, then he should have scored. Yeah, he's not at his best, Aguero. Let's be honest. He still can get a goal here and there. I understand why he's played him. Aguero has a record to beat. You know, obviously we do want him to go above Wayne Rooney, which he can do, I think, with his next goal. So that's probably why they've given him the pen. It does make sense.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're not the best at pens. So it is.
Chelsea are on the attack here.
Yeah. Don't know why they're just giving the ball away like that. Big up the 2 gates. I'm struggling to...
Goal.
Oh, my God. What kind of defending is that? That's terrible defending. That is really bad. But Ziyech is sick, you know. I like Ziyech.
That's a great finish.
Big up the two goats. I'm struggling to know what football is anymore, but we move. Yeah. Yeah, Zidane. I did mention Zidane. He's
What is Rodri doing?
Don't know, that's defensive. Awful. But I don't why is he running back there? That is terrible. That's really bad. That's on him, that. Honestly.
Edison should have saved that, you know.
Yeah, he should have. He's slow to get down. I think he thought they were going to.
I need City to win this game.
Good luck with that.
Edison should have saved that.
Yeah, from there he should save that. Klopp at City would do way better than Pep. This is all would and could and whatever. It's like
you can't say that. Do I think Klopp can go to City and be successful like Pep? Yeah, I think he can, but it doesn't mean he'd do way better.
Yeah. I think Pep should bring De Bruyne on in this game. Personally.
Yeah, you might as well just win the league. Just you need to win. I need top 4. You need to win this game.
City don't like doing things the easy way. Trust me.
Chelsea deserved that goal. They've been good this second.
Yeah. I ain't watching no football till next season. I honestly don't care no more. You'll be fine. Ryan, if we keep Christy the Clown as an owner, then it's very possible we could go years without a trophy, unfortunately. I don't know. Hi, big up Dupe. Cranky accepts mediocrity, Ryan. That's why he's not been sacked, which does my head in because
it's probably done Arteta a favour that fans aren't in the stadium.
Yeah.
I think if fans were in the stadium, he probably would have gone by now.
Yeah, they would have killed him themselves.
Yeah.
But he is lucky. What are City doing defensively?
City are all over the place.
Completely collapsed. This is what we do when we concede. It's really strange. But we've changed our shape because in the first half we weren't playing like this. So I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Oh, Lewis was saying Danish Maldini. Yeah, that's Lewis. They got better when he went off, which says it all. But Kranich said, let's be real, Ryan Potter isn't good enough for Liverpool.
How do you know that? He could be. He plays really good football. He's playing sick football with crap players at Brighton. The only reason they're low down in the league is because they can't take their chances. They'd be so much higher if they did. Imagine you gave him better players.
That's true.
These kind of managers deserve more of a chance at top clubs.
Oh, he's saying, 1 minute, a youngster ain't the answer. We fall more off if we need an experienced manager of experienced players and like the Saka, Rowe, Martinelli in there. Yeah, I think you need an experienced manager. You need someone that can come in and just know what to do, really, more than anything. Sarri is a good shout because he doesn't need too many signings to get the best.
Yeah.
So Sarri is a good shout. Patrick Vieira is just another Arteta. They're going to need an experienced manager, exactly. Yeah, Vieira's not ready yet. At one point, he was going to come in as David.
You know what? I'm actually sick of ex-players getting managerial jobs just because they're legends at a club. But even the fact that I don't really care because it's not happened to my club. But it annoys me the fact that managers are getting appointed purely based not on their managerial ability and career, but purely because of their sentiment. It's annoying that Ollie was never qualified to be a Man United manager, and he becomes it just purely based on his club legend status. And that's what will happen with Gerrard at Liverpool. I just don't want it to happen. It annoys me that.
I think he's going to make some changes. Thank God.
Hogan and Gundogan are coming on.
Yeah. Jan and Ryan, who's better, Alisson or Edison?
They're both top keepers.
The thing is, Man City.
Edison's much better with his. Alisson's good with his feet. Don't get me wrong, but Edison's basically a midfielder. It's actually crazy his passing range. I think personally
for the teams. I don't think Alisson.
They choose their respective teams exactly. I think Alisson suits Liverpool more than Edison. I think Edison suits Alisson more. I think maybe a bit of bias. I'd probably edge Alisson just based on his overall goalkeeping ability, but literally that's just probably a bit of bias, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think Edison has his mistakes in him, definitely, for sure. But then there's other things that he's very good at.
Yeah.
When
quality. I think Alisson actually starts for Brazil more than Edison, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's just it's the way you play. Ederson is perfect for Man City.
Yeah, exactly.
But probably not perfect for Brazil because they don't.
Kante's going off for Chelsea, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Jorginho.
Chronic says Jan and Ryan. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm just going to try and get through. Yeah, no, Aguero's just come back. He's not at his best. We know that. It's one of them. Aguero's not finished. He's just not on form. It takes a while for players to get back to their best in general, especially Aguero. He's always been that. The last few seasons, Aguero's taken 3 or 4 games to get back to his best. I'm surprised he even scored against Crystal Palace, to be honest. I'm actually surprised that he did that. Sorry, I'm so far behind. I'm trying to keep up. Is City playing well? Not really. It's kind of pretty shit from Man City, if we're being honest. Yannis being serious when she says, I was not actually drunk, guys. It's just when these people that I'm drunk, you all believe it. But you guys, Jan should start your streams with listen, yeah. I like that. Decent. Yeah, but when I say decent, people take it the wrong way. People think when I say decent, I mean not that good. But decent to me means really good. So I just it's weird. It's weird. The second half. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. You know what it is. You know what it is, yeah? I know. I always say that. Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
You know what? Yeah. That's what.
So bad. My language is so bad.
You know what it is? Yeah. That's a good one, Jade. That's a good one.
You know what? I only do that on streams. I don't speak like that in real life. It's weird. It's so weird. Right. Less of that language about Dan Rabi's girls. Imagine Man City versus Chelsea Champions League final goes to penalties. Yeah, nah. Who's watching that?
I couldn't get through a penalty shoot. If my team was in Champions League final, I couldn't get through a penalty shootout.
I know penalty shootouts in the bloody Community Shield. You think I'm watching a Champions League final penalty shootout? You must.
You were caught on camera for that game, weren't you? I went when you told me. I went to watch the highlights, and I could see you. It caught you twice as well. It caught you before the penalty, and it caught you after.
Yeah. So somebody said to me, you knew that was going in, didn't you? I couldn't see fuck all. All the Liverpool players were lined up in front of the net. I couldn't see it. I was looking behind me to watch the screen. I couldn't see it. But,
because you told me you were caught on camera, so I went on the highlights to watch the game. And obviously you said penalty shootout, so I skipped to the penalty shootout. And I think it was before the Wijnaldum penalty miss. It was like you were smiling before it, like you knew it was going to be saved or something. And then after you're clapping and stuff.
Sorry. But yeah, no, that's what people were saying. They were like, you know it was going in. I was like, I honestly did not know what was
I don't think I've ever been caught on camera at Anfield, to be fair.
I have. Do you know what? I've been caught on TV so many times, and people always text me, and I know that I've been on TV because all I can hear is buzz, buzz, buzz on my phone. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on TV. Yeah. And the other time, the camera was right next to me, just right on me for ages. And I was like, when it feels like forever? And I was just like, and then I was on my own because my dad had gone to the toilet. So it was just me. Yeah. And I felt my phone vibrate, and I was like, yeah, I'm on TV.
I've been caught on camera at a cricket match once, I remember.
Yeah. It's
a couple of years ago.
It's one of that because when I was little, I used to watch the TV to see if I could see my dad. But when my dad first when we moved to the Etihad, my dad used to sit on the second row back, so you could see him. When the players were on pass, you could see him. But now, where I used to sit was near Pep. So every time they show Pep, if you look in the background, usually I'm in it.
Yeah.
Usually I'm in the sort of view, or maybe the opposition manager. You can kind of see me. Because where the bench is, I'm just near the bench. But now I sit in the corner flag. So if it's a corner, you should see me on TV by rights every time there's a corner.
Yeah.
But sometimes the player blocks me.
Oh, that was close. Werner nearly got a touch. City are all over the place.
City are defending terribly. I don't know why they keep going to ground, because if you take someone out, it's a pen.
How many home? You've lost all your losses this season have been at home, haven't they?
Most of them. We're way better away than we are at home. But a lot of teams like that this season. Man United.
Yeah, United.
Liverpool are better.
Arsenal, even though Arsenal aren't really good at any, they're better away from home. They're
Yeah,
not though. Come on, we have to be honest.
most teams are better away.
Liverpool's a weird one because like Liverpool being Liverpool, we were in the first half of the season, we were like perfect at home. We won every home game pretty much in the first half of the season. But then we'd only won like 2 or 3 away games. And then since that, our away form hasn't been too bad, but our home form has just been like shocking. So
yeah,
it's like one extreme.
our away, this season we've lost to Man United at home, to Leeds at home, to Leicester at home, to what's the other game? Who else have we lost to this season? Who else? Who else have we lost to? Spurs away. We lost to Spurs away. And I think that's
Chelsea
it.
are all over yous. Bloody hell.
Yeah, because this is how we play, and then they will just park the bus at one end and then attack at the other, and we're not going to defend. Man City won't go defensive, so they will lose this game because of the way that Chelsea play. That's what I'm saying. That Champions League final, if we don't score first, we won't win it. Because if they get the first goal, they will just be onto us, onto us, and we won't be able to defend against it. So we'll see what happens. We are different in the Champions League. We are a bit better defensively for some reason in the Champions League. We are a bit better with Stones than without Stones, and people can slag Stones off and say he's shit all they want, but the record speaks for itself. Look at Man City with Stones and Man City without Stones, and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, Flawless says, bless up people. 1 minute. I'm just gonna, no, I can't deal with penalties. That being said, maybe Man City might have a better chance to win in penalties in a shootout, but I wouldn't want to see it personally.
No, it's a lottery at the end of the day. It's too stressful, penalty shootouts.
I don't think I can watch that. I don't think I can watch it. Like, I'm going to be nervous
I can watch it
in the game, to be honest. Like, it's different in a competition that you've won before, but when you've never won it before, it's just nervous, like, in general. Like, even if we were playing the shittest team in the country, I still would be like...
Yeah, it can go either way at the end of the day. It all comes down to nerve.
Yeah. Alex, 2008, Man United team played some beautiful football. Yeah. Flawless, can't wait for the fight tonight. Sorry, I'm so far behind. Let me just go through and see if there's any comments that we need.
Zoom through.
If losing today means win the Champions League, I don't care. I don't think it will make a difference regardless of what happens. He called Sterling. Yeah, you know what? He has the funniest names for players.
Yeah, his names are so funny for people.
Yeah. If Man City draw today, which I don't think this will be a draw because I think Chelsea need to win, or Callum Hudson or Doyle score. He'll score. But yeah, I think Chelsea need to win. But if Man City draw, they need 1 point. If they lose, they need 2 points. Sancho and Foden are probably the 2 most talented English players. I don't know why we're defending like we've got. I don't understand because we didn't defend like this in the first half.
Yeah, Chelsea are all over you.
Yeah, we're not defending like how we were defending. What's the point in having all them defenders on if you're not going to defend? Makes no sense. Might as well take them off and change your formation. Sancho and Foden are probably the 2 most talented English players over the past 20, 30 years. Yeah, but there's more than them. There's Mount's decent.
There's more of that. Like, I like Mount in it. Like, I think Mount's a top player. Like, and I've been wrong. I've had to admit, I've been wrong about Mount because, like, I've been wrong about Mount because I used to think he was just a bit of a passion merchant, to be honest. But like, I've had to accept this year, like, he's really impressed me. He's probably been Chelsea's best player, if I'm being honest, this season. But I don't think he's as good as Foden.
Even
I
Chelsea
think Foden's clear of him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but I think even Chelsea fans weren't sure about him. So
exactly.
They can talk all the time about how people don't rate Mount, but half of their fan base didn't rate Mount. So
yeah, exactly. I think there are still a few that actually have. There are still a few that criticize him quite a bit. I think.
Yeah.
Like, he's a top player. He's a top player, but I don't think he's as good as. I think Foden is a lot better than him still, and I think he's got a much higher ceiling.
Yeah.
Phil Foden's ceiling is unreal.
Yeah, and he can play in more positions. He can kind of,
he's more versatile. Like they say, like Chelsea fans say, Mount on the wing is actually really bad.
Why
but
is it
Foden on the wing still performs
every time? Rodri has just been terrible.
Yeah, Rodri's been shit
as well. Like why? Like just I don't know. Leave Fernandinho for the final. I want him fit for the final because
he'll be holding the trophy if you win it, won't he? Because he's captain, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yo, you'll love that, you know. You're the sort that if you're in Istanbul, you'd run on the pitch just to give him the trophy.
Yeah, I would actually lose my season ticket to give Fernandinho a hug.
Yeah, you'd get a 3-year stadium ban just to do that.
Yeah, and I'd just be like, Fernandinho, can you help me appeal the ban? I'm gonna get for giving you a hug. It's so funny. Like sometimes they let like these little girls like walk out with the trophy and lift it with the players. And I'm just like, nah, that should be me. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, Werner's in. I think he's offside.
Who?
Werner. He scored, but I think he's off. Yeah, he's offside. And it looked offside, to be fair.
It did look off. Well, I don't know. What's it called? Mahrez is going to miss the free kick and score it. I wonder.
Oh yeah, he's offside. He's offside.
Bayern. You know what it is with Bayern Munich? So yeah, City are playing a high line, but with Bayern Munich, we have an interesting record against Bayern Munich. Like
Zinchenko's on, by the way.
Oh, good.
Mendy's off.
Yeah, good. We've actually got a defender that can defend now. That's good.
What do you think of Mendy? Like, you like him, don't you?
I like Mendy as how he looks, but as a footballer, I'm not so sure. Like, don't get me wrong.
I thought you rated him though as a footballer.
Brilliant. When he first came, he was brilliant, but he's not defensive enough. He's not what because if you think about it, most teams.
Is he a bit of a Trent?
Yeah, I'd say so. He's much better going forward than he is defensively. Yeah. He gets kind of exposed a lot on that sort of side. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. He has elements of it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and diss him because he's done a lot for Man City and he has had games where he's brilliant. But, yeah, he's a little bit inconsistent. But that's
on the attack again.
Yeah, that's probably due to him. That's because we've got no one.
Oh, they scored. Chelsea off foot. Oh, he's offside. It's offside again.
Yeah, he's offside.
He's given offside again.
Yeah, because he is offside. He's right in front of the
line.
Yeah,
I thought he was off. Yeah, but that's 3 disallowed goals Chelsea have had for offside. That's actually mad.
Yeah, because Man City is sticking with this stupid line.
If he's level with the ball, that's a goal. That should be given. I think he's level with the ball. Oh, is he just? He might just be ahead. This is close, you know.
Yeah,
this is close.
Nah, he's off.
I think he's off just, yeah.
Yeah, his foot's
That was a lot closer than what it looked, I'll say that. City are on the ropes here.
I don't know. City always
yeah.
City always crumble when they concede there. That's what we were doing. But what's it called? Sorry guys, I'm so far behind. I need to try and get through all this crap.
The way Chelsea have played the second half's been brilliant.
Yeah. But this is what will happen in the final if we don't score the first goal. It's going to be honestly terrible. Miss the free kick and score it. Hope Man United win. At least he won't play this 5 at the back in the final. Thank God.
Sterling's in. Oh, that's a good tackle. To be fair, that was a great tackle.
This game's way too open now.
Yeah, it is.
The finals like this, it's going to be bloody hell.
I can't see a Champions League final being this open.
No way.
It's too much of a nervy game to play that open football.
1 minute. Yeah, Rodri has been bad today.
Did he play midweek? I don't think he did he?
No, he didn't. Wait, no. Yeah, did he? Wait, who did we play midweek? PSG.
PSG.
No, Fernandinho.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, Fernandinho. Actually, did he start?
I actually think it was Fernandinho. Oh, did he play both? I don't know.
I think he.
Obviously, you'll know better than me.
One and then no. I think Fernandinho played. Yeah, Fernandinho started because I was like, they're gonna get him sent off, and he could have got sent off. But
oh my God, Chelsea are all over you.
Yeah, that's bad. So this line thing doesn't work with Man City. They're not the best. It works more with Diaz and Stones, but not as much with
three
Diaz.
at the back actually hasn't worked. He's not going 3 at the back in the final, I'll tell you that now.
Thank God, because it's one of them. I said before the game, I was like, this can either go really well or really bad, and I think it's gone bad. You know what I would say though? The last time we played Chelsea, we had Diaz and Laporte, and it was just the same. When we beat Chelsea, we had Stones and Laporte. Stones and Diaz, I think. So yeah, it's one of them. Yeah,
the Liverpool team will be coming out soon.
Big up to the super chat. Sorry guys, I'm going to end up losing your comment. Anthony Taylor should be referee for the Champions League final. Chelsea fans hate him so much.
Big up to the super chat, man.
Yeah, big up to you, Drizzy. Yeah, they won't make it Anthony Taylor. It'll be thingy. Yeah, Diaz is playing. It's just that stupid high line shit that don't work with Man City.
Oh, Liverpool! I hate the high line at Liverpool. It's so nerve-wracking.
Annoying. Doesn't work though. We're not good at it. Like, at least do what you're good at. But this is what City fans are saying though. Chelsea are the worst team that we could have got in the final because the way they play frustrates Man City. Man City don't relegate teams that play like Chelsea. That's the thing. That being said, it's a risk with the high line because, like you've seen, 3 offside goals. You know what I mean? So I've
got a question for you actually. Who do you think wins the Champions League final between the Man City team this year and the Liverpool team last year?
Don't know.
I think that would be a great game.
This year we've been
the City team this year and the Liverpool team last year. They were to play each other in some.
Yeah, but I think Champions League Man City is also very different. That's the other thing. We didn't play like this against PSG. Do you know what I mean? And PSG play a similar way to Chelsea in that they would want a high line like that, and then they can just get Mbappe on the ball. So we didn't play like that. So it's weird. It's just a weird contrast, and that's why, like, with the Premier League this season, like this is why I keep saying Man City haven't had a great season. Like, we're going to win the league, but we've not had the best season.
Ooh, that was close.
People don't really get it where they think
you haven't been as like, how do I say? It's not been like 18-19 where you were literally blowing every team away.
Yeah.
It's kind of been kind of efficient. You've been winning games comfortably, but you've not been blowing them away like you have. There've been a lot of like kind of games where it's been kind of closer in a way, but you've come out on top and deservedly so in most of these games as well. I get what you mean. Where you're able to shut out like 1-0 wins and stuff as well.
Yeah, we've been better at doing that. I don't know what we're doing today. It's not worked. I think just Rodri's a little bit isolated because usually, like, I know Gundogan's on now, but usually they kind of have more protection around him. He's not had that. De Bruyne is very good at keeping the ball.
Yeah.
He's not brought De Bruyne around. I would have brought De Bruyne around to hold the ball up a bit.
Yeah.
You know, because he doesn't give the ball away. These lot, they give the ball away a lot. Like, Gundogan is not quite where he was a few months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, these lot, they give the ball away too much, so it's just straight counter attack. All it is one pass over the top. And
why are you guys crossing the ball when you've got one person in the box? Like,
literally no one's past you there. What are you doing? Oh my God, this team, they're stressful. Ziyech has been classed for years. Our club getting 25 mil, went for the expensive option in Pepe, Duke of a club. Yeah, Ziyech is a good player.
He's a top player.
He's been really good. He plays.
I think the Liverpool team's out. I'm just gonna look for it.
Decent. Yeah, this is what I mean. Decent means like that's proper decent. I'm sure it's a Manchester thing. Decent means really, really good. It doesn't mean like decent as in it's okay. Doesn't mean that in why can't City defend? I don't get it. Who watches cricket? Is that on TV? Yeah, it is.
I watch it, but I don't watch it like all the time. Obviously, like I only really watch it in the summer when there's a big tournament. Oh, Sterling's in. That's a penalty. Nah, he's not giving it. He's not giving it. He wants it. I don't know. It looks a bit.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not camera shy, but I just don't like people staring in my face. That's why
Sterling just lost his balance.
I didn't do YouTube. Oh, it's when he went in and pushed. That's what he's asking before. You're never going to get that.
No, I don't think it's not one that's going to get overturned.
No, he's talking about the hand at the end. You're never going to get it for that. You're already on the floor.
It's too soft.
Do you know what? I don't like people staring in my face. This is why I didn't do YouTube. People have been asking me to do YouTube for years, and I always said no.
Yeah, you ain't been doing it for years. Yeah, you told me you only just started. When did you actually start doing it?
Last year, but honestly, my sisters have been telling me for the past like 4 years, do YouTube, and I've been like,
Alonso's in. He's put it wide. Tried to chip him.
All right, yeah.
Oh no, and Reece Williams is playing. Fuck's sake! Oh, we're actually getting beat today.
Big up everyone on Sarcasm City. Big up to you, Jay. Oh, Pep is fuming. This team are not going to be very.
For fuck's sake.
Juan, would you give Delap some minutes off the bench so he can have a glimpse of what he's expecting? Do you know what? Delap is something different in front of goal. He's got the most ridiculous amount of goals, you know. It's one of them.
Oh, this Liverpool-Southampton game's going to be long. Reece Williams playing, Jesus.
You know what's going to happen in this game? I'm going to make a prediction. Callum Hudson-Odoi will score the winner.
There's only a few minutes left.
Yeah, but Callum Hudson-Odoi will score the winner. I can tell you that. Half our fan base didn't rate Mahrez. Yeah, exactly. This is why we've had these discussions. Foden, man. First touches. Do you know what it is with Mahrez? Like, our fans have been very split on him, and this is why it's hard to have debates about Mahrez being one of the best players and all this, because people say things like that. And this is what I'm saying about Mount. You can't say Mount is clear of Foden when half of your fan base don't even think he's that good. It's difficult. It's difficult to don't get me wrong. You can have the argument, but it's difficult to win them sort of arguments. So yeah. Oh, my phone has just gone on low battery, so now it's even more behind than it was. Hudson-Odoi before his injury was quality. Hope he can get back to that level. He'll be a problem if he can. I like Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, he's quality. Quality player. Really like him.
Even though I'm not going to like him in 2 minutes when he scores the winner, but I do like him as a player. Ryan, you still need Kevin de Cross Merchant as a t-shirt and get Jan one to play.
Yeah, me and Jan had some beef on Twitter earlier on about that.
If Kevin de Cross Merchant was on this game, then we probably wouldn't be in the position that we're in, but hey-ho, it's what it is. We'll see what happens. Mount has talent and ability, but definitely don't understand people throwing the world-class.
3 added minutes, by the way.
He has... 3.
Oh, your boy Hudson-Odoi's in.
Oh,
Edison saved it. It's fine.
No. Matt has talent. He scored late on against us the first time we played them. Matt has talent and ability, but definitely don't understand people throwing the world-class bracket next to his name. You know what I think people do, especially with English players, is they throw the world-class at them too early. And then
facts. They overhype them too early.
Yeah, like I love
happened with Dele Alli. Dele Alli's a big one.
Yeah, I love Foden, but I don't want people to be saying he's world-class.
I'll be honest, I think Foden's
world-class. I'll say Foden's clear of everyone else for a joke, but in reality, I would never
I'll be honest, I think Foden's world-class. I really do.
Yeah, I just don't want that label on him. We'll find out in the future if
I feel like he's the sort that would be able to handle it, though. He handle the pressure and shit.
Maybe. We'll see. 1 minute. I can't even see this thing. These kids are babies in the game. Let them develop.
Oh my God, Chelsea have scored.
Yeah, I'm not told you they would happen. Is it?
No, it's not happened yet. But Alonso scored for Chelsea, and fuck's sake, we're not getting top 4, man. Fuck.
I actually thought it would be Hudson-Odoi. That's what happens. Trust me, I know Man City better than other people. Like, Man City always do this at the end of the games. Like, it's bad. We did it with Leeds. Leeds was the same. We were winning up to
it's about to happen now.
Yeah, we were winning in the 93rd minute against Leeds. It's not no league title. We're still going to win the league. We just have to win it next week, which is when I thought we might win it. The good thing about this is I don't see Tuchel beating Pep 3 times. I don't really see that. So I'm hoping that that's what happens. But you never know. He could do it. He could do it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's one of them.
My God, Chelsea got like 10 points clear of us, even though we got 2 games.
The thing is, Ultra Purist saying you played Champions League City, which is a little bit different, to be honest. But We'll see. The fans are there, innit? They're gonna go and support their team.
I feel like that's top 4 gone, you know, I ain't gonna lie, because Chelsea will definitely finish above us now.
Chelsea will get third.
Yeah, it's only Leicester we can catch, but
yeah,
for fuck's sake.
Leicester are battling it. And you've got what? Who else? West Ham, I think, should get top 4. They should, hopefully.
They should, yeah.
But I don't think they'll get it because I think Leicester. Oh, it depends. I don't think Leicester will get it though. To be honest, I don't think they'll get it. But yeah, it's one of them. I hope Man City just come back in the final because you can't lose 3 in a row to Chelsea. Surely that hasn't happened in years.
Pep looks pissed off. Like
he will be pissed. He will be pissed.
I'm pissed off. I feel like fucking hell. I thought we were gonna could narrow the gap on Chelsea.
No, that's a poor performance. We didn't deserve to get anything from that game.
Nah, Chelsea definitely deserved to win.
Yeah,
Chelsea being really good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what City are doing because in the first half we were good defensively, and then the second half we just completely capitulated and just can't defend to save our lives. It's really strange. So I don't know. Yeah, but Liverpool are a bit different. Liverpool 2018 are a bit different to Chelsea. Like, come on now. It's rare, and that's.
I fucking blame Aguero for this
as well, where they'd already won in the first leg. It's a little bit different. We'll see. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen. But
it's full time.
That's thing. That was a foul on Cancelo and they didn't give it. Yeah, but penalties. City don't score penalties anyway. That result technically is on Aguero's stupid pen because if we score that and go 2-0 up,
I blame Aguero. That would have been 2-0 game over and fuck's sake. And then Chelsea lose and we win tonight. We're only 1 point behind them.
Yeah.
Chelsea are 10 points ahead of us, even though we got 2 games in hand of them. That's done.
Yeah.
So it's literally 1 space for top 4 now. Fuck's sake.
Fernandinho isn't that happy. Oh god. Yeah, no. He do you know what, Ultra Parisian, I don't know, the first leg, I think Man City in the first half we were too cautious. And basically we're too cautious, and what happened is when we sort of saw that it wasn't working, we started playing. I think when we got the goal, we started playing differently, and then we went back to our normal football, and we were much, much, much better. And then we went into the second leg, obviously a goal up. Again, we were a little bit cautious in the first half, and then in the second half, I think because we already knew we were on top, we were much better. So I don't know, we didn't get robbed, to be honest. I don't think we got robbed. I think it's just we weren't great. Yeah, this is the thing. We'll have to see what happens. I don't see, I don't know, teams have beaten Man City back to back to back. They have. But I haven't seen City not turn up for 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
And we weren't great. And in the first one, we weren't great. Against Liverpool, the first win, I think, was at Anfield. We didn't win at Anfield for years. So the first 2 were at Anfield. And then by the time we went back to the Etihad, really and truly, we should have won that game. But because Liverpool were on such a high and they'd already won it, they went on and won it. And Man City just gave up after that. It was terrible. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not gonna look at that and think, oh yeah, we're gonna. I think Spurs beat us twice in a row. And then I think, they beat us twice in a row, and then we played them in the league and then beat them, and then we beat them in the final. So it kind of happens like that. The records against City and Chelsea are interesting. Chelsea tend to win 2, then Man City will win the next 2, and then Chelsea will win the next 1, and then City will win the next 1, and then Chelsea will win the next 2, and then City will win the next 3 or whatever. And then that's kind of how it goes with Man City. So I don't know. But City are not gonna. The thing is, City are not giving too much away for that final because we all know the team that Pep put out today was a risk, and it could either gone really well or gone really bad. I think with City, the problem that they've got is when you go sort of against Chelsea, because Chelsea defend very well, they can afford to kind of just throw everything forward because they know their defense will handle it. Whereas Man City's defense, they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like they're a good defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, clean sheets, like Man City and Chelsea are on the same amount of clean sheets. Man City and Chelsea, I think Man City has scored more goals, but Chelsea defense might be, it's close. It's close.
Yeah.
I think City's still got the better defense on paper, but yeah, it's one of them. But since
I think if Villa win tomorrow, then you're champions. If Villa beat Man United, then you're champions. But
yeah, if Villa, we need 2 points. So if Villa draw against Man United, we're champions. Oh
if
no,
Villa draw,
we need 2 points. We need 2 points, but
Villa need to win then for it officially to be.
Villa, yeah. If Villa draw, then we would have to lose on goal difference. So yeah, I think it's pretty much won.
I mean the title's done. It's just a matter of when, innit? Like.
Yeah. It'll be if we beat Newcastle, we win. If we draw against Newcastle and Man United draw against Liverpool, well, if Man United draw against Liverpool, we win. If you win, just depends. I think we'll win it next Friday. That's what I said. That's why I've taken Thursday, Friday off work. Because that's what I thought we'd win it on Friday. So we'll see. Maybe we'll win it on Friday. Maybe we won't. Who knows? It depends on what Liverpool do. And it depends on what we do against Newcastle. But we need 2 points in it. So, you know, it's one of them. It's one of them. But the thing is, what annoys me is like people always like act like they know your team. Like I've just predicted exactly what was going to happen exactly before it happened. I know Man City, like this happened against Leeds. Exactly the same thing happened against Leeds. Like I've seen it this season like so many times now. It's just actually ridiculous. Big up to Abdallah. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you want to get top 4. You should get top 4 now.
Chelsea got top 4 back in the bag now, definitely.
I think you should be going for 3rd now because I don't think Leicester.
I think they are in 3rd now. I think they moved. I don't know actually. Yeah, they moved up to 3rd. I think.
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute. I think are they 3rd? No, they're 4th. No, actually, yeah, they're 3rd. They're 3rd.
Yeah.
Why is the Premier League table not saying the right result? So it would have been they'd be on because they were on 62 when we were drawing, so it'd be 64. So you're on, you're in 3rd. So yeah, you should get 3rd now because Leicester's games are hard. The only way Leicester will get 3rd is if they beat Chelsea. So yeah, we'll see. I seemed confident yesterday. Me confident about Man City. What I did say is that I don't think Man City will play the same squad that they played in the FA Cup, which we didn't. We played a completely different formation, which is a bit different. So I don't know. If we play our strongest team, I don't think we're quite the same. But Man City haven't played the strongest team yet against Chelsea. I'm assuming they're saving it for the final. But it is one of them things. I don't know. Like, City have been awful in the Prem. We've had this conversation. Like, how many games have we lost? We lost to Leeds. We've lost to Man United. We've lost quite a lot of games in the league. The only thing that I would say is in the Champions League, we are better in the Champions League. That's all I'm saying. Duper said, I'm not bothered, but I'm pissed. Yeah, I think Pep shouldn't have tried that 5 at the back. I get why he did it. It kind of made sense, but it didn't work. Like, it was always a risk. I don't think it works. So hopefully that means they'll just go simple in the final. But I don't know. Cautious because they kind of feared us. PSG had a good mentality under Papa Patch. Yeah, I don't know why City. I think City kind of were scared of the sort of Mbappe, Neymar situation. So I think they were very cautious that they didn't want. And what it is with that game as well is what a lot of people don't realize is that Mbappe, in the first 2 games before that, in the first leg, he scored like 3 goals quite early on. So he kind of won PSG the tie from half time in the first leg. So I think Man City were very cautious of being in a situation where they go into that second half of the first leg already 3-0 down because it's an uphill battle and I don't think you really win after that. So I get why Man City played the way they played. But yeah, it was decent from us. I think the second half we were really, really good. Yeah. City took a fat L. It's not really a fat L. It's just we're going to win the league a week later, which is what I've been saying, but is what it is. Reckon Chelsea batter City. I don't know. It could happen. I don't think I don't think it's the case. Yeah, it's a cup final. It is a cup final. But this is what happens though. We've had cup finals before. Man City's cup final record is really, really good. So I'm not saying that we're going to win because of that, but I'm just saying a cup final. Usually our players are up for it. Usually, but we'll see. Hope Man United will win against Villa tomorrow. You know what? I want Man City to win it themselves. I don't want us to win it by default. So I agree. I don't want United to win any game ever. But if Man United win tomorrow, it means that, well, Man
You get
United
to do it yourselves.
Yeah, but Man United have got 2 games. So unless Man United win both, it's still going to be in the same position.
Yeah.
Still going to, unless if Man United beat Villa and then they beat Liverpool, then we can win it ourselves. If not, if they beat Villa and draw to you, it's pretty much won.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we'll go and lose all 3 games. So yeah, it just depends. But Man City would have to win against Newcastle to actually claim it, or draw. Sorry, they'd have to draw against Newcastle to claim it. If not, they wouldn't get it.
I think your most ideal result would be a draw, just so it makes it even more certain. You need less, but you still get to technically do it yourselves by getting a draw yourselves in the next game.
It's a bit dead when you win the league, and it's like on a Wednesday night when your team aren't playing. It's different. Yeah. A different kind of environment. Like this season, it's a little bit different because Man City are not playing with fans anyway.
Yeah.
But it's one of them things where it's like I'd rather win it after we play a game. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'd rather do. Yeah. But I don't know. It's one of them.
I mean, last year when obviously we knew we were going to win it, but obviously we had the COVID lockdown. It was like I wanted us to, before COVID, because obviously we didn't know that the whole lockdown behind closed doors was going to happen. I wanted us to win it at Anfield in front of the fans, so to be there and see us win it in front of the fans. But then obviously after lockdown, it didn't really matter because even if they won it themselves, it wasn't even at the stadium. We weren't even at the stadium.
Look at this. Chelsea are 3 points behind Man United, right? Imagine if United lose to Villa and lose to you. Then they'll be
United finished third.
United, and then Man United would then have, what games have they got? I think their games are easy. Leicester, unless Leicester beat Man United, Chelsea could actually finish second, but I doubt it.
I hope Man United beat Leicester though. That's the worst thing.
Yeah, because you'll need them to. Yeah, there's not an excuse from me about the reserve team. I would just say that isn't the strongest 11 we have, and it isn't. Like, you can argue with me all you want about that, but it isn't. And I think Pep took a risk and it didn't go well. But when you miss a penalty in the game, you give all the momentum to the other team, and we keep doing it. It's really frustrating. We keep doing it. That's not the first time this season we've missed a pen and then gone on to lose the game. It's frustrating from a City point of view. Yeah, I thought Rodri was pretty awful today.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Season, but today he was awful. Did Pep usually play Aguero and Gabby together like that?
Jody?
I think so.
Yeah, big up. Yeah, it is big up Jody, man.
He doesn't normally. He plays them together sometimes, but usually when he plays them together, we lose. So I don't know why he does it, but it is what it is. City deserved the win, no regrets.
I think you talk about PSG.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been weird. Like, I keep saying it, and every time I say it, every time we lose, people come to me and start saying, "Oh, Yang, you were chatting shit. You were dead confident." Like, I've said this all season. Man City in the Champions League and Man City in the Prem are a completely different team. Like, Man City got bit. I'm telling you now, in the Champions League, if Man City are 1-1 against the team, we're not conceding in the.
I'm looking at that. Just before Chelsea scored the winner, Sterling had that penalty claim. The more I look at it, I actually think it's a penalty.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I think that's a penalty. Yeah, he's kind of like, I think he's clumsy from Zuma. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a penalty. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh well, they wouldn't have missed it anyway. So actually, saying that, we wouldn't have missed 2 pens in one game.
Yeah.
We have done that before, but I
don't.
Yeah. I think we missed 2 pens in one game. I'm sure it was against like Spurs. Yeah, we have done it before. Trust me, we're not great at pens. Most of this were part of them who won in Baku. Yeah, but Baku is different. You're against Arsenal in a Europa League final. It's a little bit different. This just means Man City wins the Champions League for me. I don't know. I think Chelsea play the kind of football that frustrates Man City. I do still think it'll be won off the sort of first goal. I think whoever scores the first goal will have the better chance. I do think it's kind of gonna spark a response from Pep, especially the way that we lost today. I think if we get beat comfortably by Chelsea 2-0, I think Pep thinks, shit, we got beat comfortably by Chelsea 2-0, blah, blah, blah. The fact that they won late on, that's going to stress Pep out, and Pep's going to hopefully come back. Yeah, we know how to win. You know how to win a European final, but Man City haven't. This team of Man City players have never lost a final. So you can say that. You can also say that this group of players lost a FA Cup final last season to Arsenal. So as much as you know how to win a European final, you also know how to lose a final, which our players actually haven't done. So there's always going to be these arguments. Like, it's like people are saying the stars are aligned. Last time Chelsea did this, they won the Champions League. Yeah, but last time you got to the European final against an English team, you also lost.
The United final, yeah.
Yeah, it's not, you can line up the stars as much as you want, but there's still differences between this season and that season. Man City won just the league in that season. They're probably going to get a double at least this season. So it's not quite the same. Maybe if you were playing Bayern Munich again in the final, then you could say, oh, maybe, because, it could be the same.
You see, Mohamed's proper trolling you. He said at the end, Jan, enjoy the runners-up medal. You're just a rich Spurs.
Yeah, whatever. You're not even, you're just about in the top 4 in the bloody May. Do you know what I mean? I was expecting to see Fraudiolas in the chat. Yeah, you can't call him a fraud. Can't call him a fraud. This is karma for robbing a 17-year-old goal. I don't understand what you're on about. No one's ever been robbed of a goal in this game. Man U will win. They're not bottlers. I agree. I think they'll win that. I think that's done already.
Yeah, they'll win the Europa. Villarreal are terrible.
If they don't win...
Oh, yeah.
I
think that's bottle job, if United don't win.
Yeah, Akin, I'm not saying that's your strongest 11. I'm just saying we play completely different in the Champions League when we have our full fit squad. So this is what I'm saying. It's not today. I said this before the game, and now we've lost. Everyone's going to come saying they're chatting their shit. But I did say before the game, I don't think this matters in terms of the Champions League final. Champions League final is a completely different thing. It's a completely different competition.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, and I'm going to wrap up in a sec.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll just wait till you wrap up then.
Yeah. I'm going to wrap up. City is now better in the champs. We have been. I'm not saying we're going to win it. I've said the whole time this will go either way. Whoever scores the first goal will probably win it. That being said, have we been better in the Champions League this season? Yes. Go and look at the record. It speaks for itself. So it is what it is. You do know how to shithouse a win. That's what worries me about Chelsea more than anything else. Yeah, you said this about Ollie, and then Ollie lost in the thing, and we went and won a trophy. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But we'll see you later. The thing is, the only person that's going to cry on the 29th is you if Man City win, if we're being honest. But yeah, we'll see. Akin, I know it's a cup final. You run to the final, doesn't matter. I know that. I'm just saying, the only thing that I can look at to Man City in this situation is the finals we've already played in and how we've done the Champions League this season. Both of them are in City's favour. I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I'm just saying both of them are in our favour. We can go head to head if you want and talk about that. Obviously, Chelsea have won 2, Man City have won 1. But the team that will play in the Champions League final will be the 3-1 Man City, not today's Man City. That's all I'm saying. But we'll see. But anyway, we will be back. What a day is it? Saturday. Tomorrow.
I think Flawless has got Sarkson City podcast tonight. So.
Oh, yeah. Is it on? Because sometimes he changes it to Sunday. So he'll be back. I think it's 10 o'clock. Knowing
Yeah,
flawless.
it's half 10. I think it might be half 10. I think.
Yeah. We'll see you at 10:30. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, and we're out.